this particular kit, you're going to get 2 large elements. And that's one is the cute scarecrow head, which I love that guy. And then this fun bright yellow pumpkin. And the reason we're using these colors is we want to really pop out from our orange swag base that also comes in the kit. And I want to make sure these big elements get in first. It's very easy to attach them because they have foam bases. And that's one of the reasons I'm always teaching in design school. If you can use pieces that are foam, they're quick and easy to attach. And it just kind of takes that fear out of the placement for us. So I'm going to start off here with my scarecrow first. He comes with a little hanger, but we're not going to use that. So I'll just take that little guy out. It's just a little jute hanger, and we don't need it. So I'm going to cut that one out. So we'll have, you know, it looking cute. And I like the scarecrow high. I think it's so cute because we're going to have some fun on the head. But not too high because I want to be able to put in some curly picks coming out of the top. And then pick a direction you want him to go. And then we're going to work alternate. So we're going to alternate directions. And that's something I'm really big about when we're building up our pieces is like having a nice flow, creating a line in a direction. That way your work just looks a little bit more elevated and a little higher level. So I think I'm going to go out to the right with him. Just hold him with your hand. And if you don't have a wreath stand yet, we have these that fold in our shop where you can purchase your own wreath stand. But if you don't have one, just lay it flat on the table and kind of start to lay out your design before you even glue. I know I want my pumpkin to kind of tuck under somewhere here, and I'm going to put a bow in the middle of both of these. So I'm going to work these opposite first. So let's go ahead and get Mr. Scarecrow in first. He's so cute. Now he's got a bright orange hat, but don't worry, we're going to take that hat to the next level. It's so fun to embellish things and make them your own, and that way if somebody else gets the kit too, when you embellish it a little bit differently, it's going to look like a completely different piece. Now I'm going to put these in here like this. So I'm going to take a couple of the pine tines, or the pieces of pine basically, and this is a U pin. Here it is right here, okay? And it's a wire that is shaped like a U basically. I'm going to take that and put it through 2 pieces right here, and then I'm able to pin that right into the back of the scarecrow because he's foam. All right, so let me get it, but you have to use glue. If you don't use glue, it's just temporary and it's going to fail. So we're going to use a good amount of glue on there, and I'm going to do this a couple of times. Like 1 pin is not enough. You will think it's enough, but it's not, because I always want to make sure everything passes that craft show test. I teach that in design school so much. It's like, can your pieces withstand being handled a lot and hold up really well? All right, I'm going to put another one in. Same process. I've got my little basket under here. I love finding unique containers at thrift stores, garage sales, antique markets. Literally to organize my workspace, but they're cool, right? They've got texture. I'll show you. It's the cutest little basket. I don't know what came in it a long time ago, maybe crackers or something. It's a cute little shape, but that's my pin box. I got my little glue in there right now. Simple little pleasures make me so happy. All right, so I've got a couple of pins in there, and he feels really good. Oh, and I forgot to tell you, when you get a swag, it never looks pretty and flat like this. I took some time before to shake hands with it. In design school, we use that term to meaning that we are going to straighten out the wires, and we're going to create a flat base. I forgot to tell you that. Sorry, but that is what we do first. Otherwise, they come and they're always going to be like, you know, crazy. You just flatten it out, take some time and be patient. Now, if you are just getting back into working with the pine bases like this one, whether it's colored or it's for Christmas, you might want to wear gloves. Sometimes they kind of eat up your hands if you're not used to it. And of course, as it gets colder in the season, you definitely got to watch your hands because you can tear them up really easy. All right, Scarecrow's in. Now we said we're going to put our next large element in this kit, and that is the pumpkin, and it's our yellow pumpkin, which is great because we're going to use all these colors in this candy corn motif that we've got going. So I want to use it kind of opposite the head, but I want to give it some motion, like up and down. I want to have it moving around. So I'm going to take and put it right here. We're going to use that same technique. So I'm going to take 2 pieces of the pine, and we're going to grab another floral pin out of my cute little basket. I should take y'all on my shopping adventure sometime to the fun stores that I like to pop into and get all their cool little vintage items. Okay, I'm going to press this in. So there's one pin in. All right. Now, that's a pretty good angle. She's kind of over to the side. I can manipulate her. I always want a second pin in too. So think about, okay, where else do I need to pin it to get this holding in there? So I'm going to kind of come from the side because I want her to be over this way. I'm going to grab 2 pieces and push them in. Now, once they're in, I want you to come back after that glue dries and go ahead and twist those pieces of pine backward. So basically, if I put the pin over this piece right here, right, and it's like this, a U, now if I make sure and twist this back, it can't pull out, okay? So that's all we're going to do for a second. So I'm going to take and do that once my glue is dried. It's just kind of tantamount to twisting the twist tie on the bread bag. We don't want to do it, but you know, you got to do the twist and tuck. So we got a little space and we got our first 2 components in. So you got it? It's already looking cute. We haven't even done anything. Wait till we really get to where we start adding our pieces in. Okay, next step is grab your really long curly pieces. And these are just like this. They have the yellow and the orange on them. And we're going to use this to kind of create some whimsy, all working around our design. Now, we're going to leave this area open because we call that the bow zone. That's where we're going to put a bow in. And I leave that empty till we get the bow there. So on these, I think these break down really easy into 2 pieces each. So I'm going to get my wire cutter out. And we're going to just take one and cut it right here at the top. And then I'm going to take this one and cut this one a little bit longer into the second section of the stem. So when I do that, you can see I get a section that has a 3 and a section that has 2. I'm going to do that for both of these stems and just cut them right up. Don't cut too close to the stems on these type of stems because you see where it's a little fatter there? That's because the fabric from the curls goes down in that area. So you'll get a lot more ease of use if you don't cut right there. All right, now I want to space these out and once again shake hands, and I can squish them down or I can elongate them. I can do either one. I've got both options in my design. And remember I said I wanted to have some excitement coming out the top? That's what we're going to do first. And we're going to do that just opposite her sweet little scarecrow head. And I'm going to load this with glue. And then we're going to kind of come into the body of the swag back here. I'm not out on the edge. I'm into the body. I'm tucking that right behind the head. See how cute that is? And now I'm also going to take a little of the pine to hold it in. So we've got glue and we've got the pine. We always use a 2-step approach for attaching, just for security. I'm really big on mechanics. Of course, I want you to learn design, but I want you to have really good, solid mechanics. Because then your work will last a lot longer, and your customers, if you're a seller, they will be so happy with what they purchased, they won't want to get their wreaths from anywhere else. So in design school, I'm always making sure that everybody's learning how to properly put things together. Now, I'm going to move her up on the wreath stand so you can see the bottom we're going to work on here. And this curly part that has the 3 from the other stem, we're going to easily put this kind of under the pumpkin and a little bit off to the side right in here where the curls come into here, but then they also go down. Remember, I can pull them out or I can squish them short. I can do whatever I need to kind of make them work both ways. So let's put this one in there. I've got my glue skillet right behind my work stand, so it's really easy to get to. Now I come in here and I'm going to twist these in. Isn't that awesome? And we're going to just tuck them and rock and roll. Okay, so my curls are coming down right out of my pumpkin. Now, it's time to put the bow in. Now, we will have a link here to the bow video. It's a separate video you can go watch. And if you don't see it here, you can ask for it in the comments, or you can also head over to the supply list for this kit, and it'll have a link to all the videos that go with it. So anytime you buy a kit from us, you'll get a sheet in the kit that actually takes you back to the video, but you can also find those sheets just out on our website and the supply list anytime. It has all the links, everything you need. We try to make it super easy. And then when you're ready, you come join us in design school, and we have a whole portal where there's no hunting to find things anymore. It's right at your fingertips, and you have all that exclusive content just for you, step by step recorded. So here is our bow, and we went with all the fun colors on this one, and we went with the orange, little cute candy corn on the front. It turned out super duper cute. So this bow, it has a cable tie in the back where we're going to be able to attach it to our wreath base. We're going to go right into that bow zone we talked about, right into this area where we left the space. And I'm going to try to tuck the bow in a little bit off to the right and kind of pop her in between. This is going to soften the bright yellow of the pumpkin, but still let it poke out from behind. I love that. So we're going to come in, and I'm going to attach this to, I'm going to go with 3 pieces of pine, and you're going to use the same technique we just did, where you're not going to the base, but you're going to the pieces of pine, and then we're going to twist them backward, just like I talked about the bread twist tie. You're doing that so if someone were to pick it up by the bow, it can't just slide off. We got to make sure that these things are going to hold up. Now it looks whack right now, it's facing forward. Don't worry, we're going to pull it back. So I'm going to tie that in, and now you're going to go ahead and tuck those loops right under her chin. Oh, how cute is that? And we're going to have this all really poof out. Okay? And we're going to add a couple more curls kind of coming out of the bow now that she's in. So take these sweet little curls and tuck them right behind the bow. So once you have that in the spot it's going to be, you've like nailed the bow zone. I'm going to tuck this inside here. And we're going to get some pine. We're going to make sure the pine hits the glue, and then we're also wiring it in too. Now, if you're making this for yourself, you're more than welcome not to glue it if you want to. It just is not going to, it's going to take a beating on your front door and stuff will fall out. So just know, hey, when I'm ready and I've got my design ready, I've really got to glue it in. Because we want it to last, you know, a good while at least. See, when I get that glue on there, I get a lot of it. A whole bunch. Okay, and I'm going to come from the other side, and we're going to tuck this one in. I'm going to kind of go under her head. Now, we talk about direction and changes in direction all the time in design school and how important they are. So when I'm right here at the center of the bow, it's totally fine to just have those pieces just come right out. Look how cute that is. Before we put the cupcakes in, I know you've been waiting for the cupcakes. We want to go ahead and get some ribbon tails in. So you're going to grab your ribbons that were in the bow. And I am going to use these 2 right here and layer them up to put them in. It's very simple just to layer a skinnier ribbon on a more narrow. Now, I'm getting ready to have to pull these ribbons while I'm working with them. And I use, it can sit on the bow maker, or you can also just take a dowel and stick it right between your little rolls of ribbon if you need to pull it on the counter. So you see here, put it in, and now I can easily pull and hold that. So you don't have to have anything fancy to be able to pull these tails out nice. Okay, my first tail is just going to hang straight down here at the bottom. Let me bring her back up so you can see. When I'm doing a swag and I'm filming, it's a little tricky because we got a lot of directions. Now, I think it's cute to have like a double set of tails, just like this, and kind of cut them at opposite angles. I like to make one a little longer and one a little shorter. So we're going to do that right now. Come on here, cut up, buddy. Okay, you don't have to do anything too fancy, but make this, right? And then I'm going to take and just wire it in. Okay, so take the piece of wire, twist around, tuck it up and under. And that big one's going to go there, and the small one will just go on top. Okay, so there's our cute little tail, and we've got more picks to put in here at the bottom, so don't worry. Now I'm going to come back to the top. That's so cute. And we want another tail kind of shooting out this way. Now, if you want tails to stand up, you can't cut them so long. They'll be floppy. So we're going to cut them a little bit shorter when we go up to the top part, right? So I'm going to do the same thing. Hold my little spool holder here, and we're going to go maybe, that's about 8 inches, 7 inches. I'm going to gather it. And then my next one I can make just a little bit longer so they stack up pretty. You can see here, I'm going to come in and make it about 9. So not too big, okay? So this is what it'll look like. Now, I want this to stand up a little better than that last one, so I'm not going to use the same technique. I'm actually going to gather it like this. See, it's flopping a little. We'll put a little weight behind it. We'll put some of the pine behind it. Now, I want you to grab a cable tie and go ahead and put this on one of our pieces of stem. Where's our black stem? So here's our black stem off of one of the pieces we already cut. I want you just to put that around there. And we just made our own little cluster, okay? I like the cable tie it on. It'll keep this cluster tight and will help it sit up a little bit better. All right, don't worry about it flopping. We're going to put it in the wreath itself. You can also, like if one ribbon is a little stronger than the other, we can always take and tack a little glue on there and make it a little bit more sturdy. So I'll do that right now, right? Okay. So I'm just going to run just a light bit of glue on here with my simple technique and just run that right down the middle. Okay, and then make it a little bit stronger to sit up. And this is going to come out working right behind these curls. So we're going to go behind them and have that little bit of ribbon just popping out of the top. Super cute. Let's put it in there. I got to glue it in using the same technique. But it's kind of neat when you layer ribbon like that. You can kind of create your own pattern, basically, which is a lot of fun. So as I put it in, I'm also going to twist around because I want to keep it stable. And let's just tuck it in and make sure you got some pine kind of coming behind it, in it, so that can pop right out. It is so cute. All right, I promised you cupcakes. Here come the cupcakes. So I know I want to use some cupcakes kind of coming out the top, and definitely having a lot of fun with that. So I'm going to take a couple here, and we're going to separate these where they each have a good sized stem. And you want to hold on to any extra stem because we can use that for another little project. Okay, so I want to get them standing up pretty good, and let's put one right here above the hat. I think that would be really cute. Like she's got some cupcakes in her hat because she's that cool. Of course she is. That looks good right there. Oh, cute! And let's use one right here in the side. I have a couple right here together. Isn't that just making it so cute and whimsical? I love this. If you've got grandkids, you have got to snag this kit because they can help you make it. And you just need to supervise the glue gun, of course, but man, this would be super cute. They could name the scarecrow, give her a name, and then help you add all the fun embellishments on here. That's literally half the fun. All right, since we put these cupcakes over here, we're going to put some more cupcakes in. We want these to come opposite and work opposite, and that'll bring that color combo over. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'll take and cut these down into two sections. And the first one I kind of want to keep a little tight to the bow. Come out. Look how cute that's going to be. Right in here. Oh my gosh. You guys, if you're not on our text list, you might want to get a spot because you know why? I let you know when new videos are coming out, just like this one. So if you don't get a text for a video, sometimes that's because it's a replay. It's not brand new. When something is brand new, brand spanking new, we always shoot out a text so our VIP customers can know, hey, you don't want to miss this. Our text number is 832-734-5201. Or you can also take and go to textkelea.com and sign up there. You've got a couple of different options. Now, once you get on the text list, send us VIP, like very important person, because then we know you are set up to get our first 10% off your first order. We'll send you a coupon, and then you're not going to miss another text when we have something new, like this cutie right here. Okay, let me show you what we got so far. We got some cupcakes. We got the top. Oh, so stinking cute. Of course, you can make yours the way you want. Feel free to add more and more and go to town. Let's put in a couple more cupcakes here at the bottom. Or at least one more. We might save one more for the top. Let's put in one more kind of coming out the middle of this tail. I think that would be so cute. Get in the middle. I'm going to twist that around. And these are all on great wires, so I can always take and have them come back up. You know, if them being upside down is bugging you, it's no big deal. We can twist them up and manipulate them however we need for the design we want. I kind of like that one coming out down. All right, let's bring it back down. I'm going to add one more cupcake to the top. Isn't she precious? And this one we're going to kind of put over here on the right side. I think kind of coming right beside her cheek would be precious. So watch your ribbon. Let's get her loaded with glue. And I'm going to come in on the right. Excuse me, I'm going to give you a little cupcake right at your cheek here, baby. She's so stinking cute. Okay, our last little pieces that come in the kit. So I want to add a couple of these to her hat to kind of embellish her hat a little bit and get it looking adorable. So we're going to take and cut these down a little shorter. I just like to take a couple of stems off. And we're going to make a sweet little like piece for the top of her hat. Now in this kit you get full rolls of ribbon. So you'll have plenty of ribbon to add more embellishments, add more ribbon tails. Whatever you want, you can pop in more. I'm going to put these kind of coming out of her hat, but like she stuck a feather in her hat, kind of like that. Oh, that's cute. And let's put a little the other way. And then I'm going to tie her just a little bitty bow to go up and under here. Yeah. Oh. Just going to make sure that stays right there. Get her a little... You can also curl these if you want them a little shorter. I always think that's cute. It's kind of like little pip berries. Have some fun with them. I'm holding it while I'm kind of moving it around. Isn't that precious? Now, we got to cover up our little bit of mechanics there. So I'm going to take our sweet little cute candy corn ribbon and just make a regular old bow, but I'm going to kind of double up on it. So I'm going to have two pieces. So it'll be a kind of a nice little loopy one. So 2 pieces of the ribbon. And let's just do a regular old bow. Loop, 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 and a crisscross applesauce, okay? 2 loops and crisscross. Let's see if we can make it cute on the first go. We're going to try. All right, let me pull the tails out a little bit better. Just like you're tying your shoes, basically. But we're doing it with 2 layers of ribbon. So I want to get it looking cute. I didn't really pay attention, but this little ribbon has a rickrack edge. That is so cute. No wonder I liked it. All right. Now I'm just going to pull these down until I get the loop size I want. And twist those little tails. Okay. Oh, it's going to be so cute right there. And we're going to trim these a little shorter. You could even dovetail them if you wanted. I'm going to go short and long. So I cut that first one a little short, then a little long. And now we're going to glue that in her little hair right there. The embellishment part of the project is always the funnest. It's like these little details. Sometimes when you're a creative that sells, you have to be careful because you end up really getting sucked into this little world of embellishing. It's so fun. But you know what? It's worth it. Those little details make it super cute. Now, I've got 2 of these stems left, and I would like to put some of these in the bow and a little bit scattered throughout. So I'm going to just literally take and cut these into individual stems. And that way we can make them go all over our design. But we want to just use these to add little bits of detail throughout the design. So I'm going to cut that longer so this stem could be a little bit longer. Trim this so we get all these, some with a little bit of longer stem if possible. There you go, and it's all broken up into individual pieces. So let's first start with the bow. I like to put about 3 into there. Now when we go into the bow, sometimes we glue into the loops of the bow, but other times we literally just go in between them, like here to layer behind. Okay, and I'm gonna glue actually to the base of the bottom ribbons, and just make sure you kind of grab and sandwich it in between the ribbons so it'll stay. So that's so cute coming out of there. And poof up these layers. And you gotta watch this bow video too, because we layered up the last layer on the top of this bow, which is really, really cute. Something you can play with. And if you're a design school student, we have some layered bow videos in the portal that you will love, love, love if you haven't used that technique in a while. That's a fun one to play with. Okay, here comes my third piece in. And once they get set up, you can fluff them a little bit more, just like the layers of the actual bow. Once the glue's set, I can wiggle it a little bit more, but just give it a second. All right, let's put one more. I'm putting 4 in the bow. I thought 3 would be enough. No. Now, when you start to put different elements in your design, sometimes it's, you feel like I'm just going to put a little everywhere. And that's fine. But in this case, we're using candy corns kind of in the center zone, these small ones. So it's more beneficial if we just kind of keep the eye going in that area. So what I want you to do is you can branch out a little, but I want you to stay in the center when you start putting these in. So, and create a line with them. So I'm doing that right here. Like this is kind of continuing from her little hat, squeezing it in. And then I'm going to put one more above. And then we'll work a few more below the bow to continue that line on. Okay, here I'm gluing to the back of the hat, but I'm going to find some pine to kind of sandwich it. So even though I'm not using the wire to hold these, I am sandwiching them between 2 things so the glue can hold. All right, we have 4 more pieces. Now we're going to work right down this center and put them in right here. So we'll come right below the bow, right in here. I'm going to get in there on that pine. There's our first piece. Ah, get up higher. Come on down. I want to put one right here. These are just such cute little accents. Now, if you like anything in the kit, we always have all the pieces labeled there. So that way, if there is something else you want more of, and we have it in stock, you can add that. Let's say you like, oh, Kelea, I love those little candy corns. I know I'm going to have ribbon left from the kit. Let me go ahead and buy some more of that. We'll have links to all that on the supply list as well. So you can go to town, really. You can add more of that collection when you grab the kit. And you'll know you have more things that work with the ribbons and the whole design, because you've already seen me work with it. It's a no-brainer, right? It's a no-brainer. You know it's going to work. Hey, we did it. She is a cutie. She's a cutie. She's going to pop right off your front door with all her yellow and orange and black. She is going to be stunning. Oh my gosh, y'all. It's Friday the 13th. Get in here. Party started. This whole day we're going to have lives of me out shopping, creating all kind of fun stuff. So I'm glad you're here. Get on the text list at textkelea.com, or the digits are up in the description of this post. Come and join us. We're going to have so much fun. If you didn't catch our video earlier, we were just shopping at the Home Goods, which is super dangerous for your wallets, but a lot of fun. And Keleas.com is so fun to shop at too. But, sometimes we need a mix. We totally need a mix. So I'm here in the Bloom Room, and welcome, Bloomerinos. Come on in and say hello. I'm going to show you what we just got at the Home Goods in case you didn't see it. I'm getting your comments here up to refreshing that. But look at what we got at Home Goods. This is so cute. I've got my Halloween garb on here. I've got my Haunted Mansion. If you don't know, I'm a Disney freak nut, totally way over the top. So I have so much fun. Lisa's here. Hi, Lisa. She's one of our design school peeps. And Mary's here. Hey, Nisha. Good to see you. Girl, I had fun. We're going to have so much fun today. So one of the very first things I picked out was this gnome. It's candy cane. Not candy cane. Candy corn. That's later. Candy canes are coming later. Candy corn. Hey, Sheila. Welcome. Hey, Jill. Good to see you. So he was super cute. He's got a nice, cute little white beard. And he's got that candy corn pattern. He was $9.99 over at the Home Goods. A great price, of course. So I'm going to take him off. And I thought we would put him in a swag and enjoy his really, really cute, long sweater material. It's kind of like, just like knit. We would enjoy that as his hat. So I thought he would look great, or he or she, or it or they would look good in the middle of a swag. And we just got these black swags back in stock, so I'm really excited about that. So anything I use from our supplies will be from Keleas.com. Of course, if it's somewhere else, I'll let you know, but the Gnome itself is from Home Goods. And if you want to see another sneak peek of what we found there, y'all, check that video out. Okay, so we're going to get started. Are you guys ready? Oh, Lisa, watermelon pumpkins. You're welcome, Lucy. Forgive me, guys. I'm getting close to that time in life, and I'm hot. I'm going to crank up the fan. I mean, I know I'm hot, but I'm also physically hot. I'm both. Hey, Denise. Hey, Genevieve and Wendy. Good to see you guys. I'm going to grab a swig, guys. Today I had Home Goods did not have Diet Dr. Pepper, so Coke Zero. Hey, Carol. How you doing, Donna? Right? Annabelle, TGIF. Now, we made this on Bow Wednesday this week, so this would be perfect in here. So before I even start to do a colonoscopy on this baby, let's figure out, I think I just want that up and down. Look how cute her little, oh, cute, cute, cute. So these come, guys, with sandbags in the bottom, and they're a little heavier than we need. So we're going to go ahead and do, as Katie from Katie Salvatorelli calls it, colonoscopy. I'm glad y'all enjoyed shopping. We'll have to do that more often. I need to do it more often, right? Tammy says, do I still have the fall wagon wheel spray? I don't think so, Tammy. I don't think so. If anybody else needs something, let us know in the comments. Nicole, if you know what she's talking about, help her out. She will. She'll help you here. We got help. So when you cut this out, just be gentle. You know, of course, be gentle with your baby. And we're going to try to cut as small a hole as possible because I don't want to have to patch up a lot. So I'm going to go really small. Hi, Bonnie. Hey, Sheena. How's everybody doing? I'm going to just pull this. We're doing a little C-section. You know, when they pull. They had, if you are in Sugarland, make sure you swing by our store there near First Colony Mall. They had several more of these. I got all the books, though. Y'all aren't going to be finding any books. Sorry. The hoarder in me came out. I was like, I need to do 43 projects with those cute books. So hopefully we'll have something for you today with the books, too. Angela, glad you're here. Genevieve, you love the Dr. Pepper Zero Sugar. Fantastic. I will tell you, the only thing about that Zero Sugar Dr. Pepper, if you're listening, I know you got bots out there, it's less carbonated. And Mama likes a lot of carbonation. Oh, the wagon wheel kit. Yes, it's sold out. So they come with all these little rocks. They're not bricks. Y'all, it's going to be one of those days, apparently. One day I'll be able to speak properly. You can save these for other things because there are things we want to use and add weight to. So I'd hold on to that. It's just little chips of rocks. Right? All right, let's get this. Oh, I'm sorry. I think all that kit is sold out. But you guys, we have a ton of Halloween and fall hitting the website. You might want to take a peek over there if you want for the ribbon. Some of the ribbons going up right now. But we have a lot more stems coming. Okay, so that makes her so much lighter now that she is got her rocks. She's lost her marbles. Now let me get some cable ties and we'll get her mounted. I'm looking for black. Black would be nice, but I've got brown. That'll work. I'm glad you guys enjoyed the shopping so much. It is always so much fun. The last time we went to go shopping together was our live in our challenge. So y'all stay tuned. Make sure you're on our text list or get on our email list over at Keleas.com when we do our big challenge coming up in September. It's all going to be all about pumpkins. Design school members get that challenge for free, but others can join. It will be coming up soon, but we'll be shopping again in there. Oh, Leanne, jeez, it's not going to get any better. See, my mouth is just totally running, right? Marilyn, these are actually wooden pumpkins. We did this class in design school. Yes, we did. Oh, you can shop from us without being a business. You don't have to be a business to shop from Keleas.com, okay? I'm repping my gear. I'm a total, Megan, I'm a total Disney addict. So, y'all, if you don't know, these are Haunted Mansion. Haunted Mansion. Got my Haunted Mansion shirt. We're all in the theme. I don't have enough Disney Halloween, though. I need more. Add to cart. If Miss Linda's here, add to cart. So let's put this baby in. This is going to be so much fun. I'm going to get her mounted in first. I'm using a cable tie, but you could totally just attach this to, use the pine to twist around the hat. You could do that too. You can, there's so many different ways to do the mechanics. Do whatever works for your project. I'm not attaching her way down deep because I want her to sit up a little bit. She's so cute. Okay. Mary, this is a live we did on this week. And then the swag is in the portal in design school. All right. Megan says, did you see the fall? Yes, Megan. Yes. Last year we were there in September, and it's really fun to see it all decorated. I love that. And did you see where somebody's trying to knock off their wreaths that they have in the park and sell them? It's one of those scammers that's been stealing all the other creatives' wreath images, and even stole the one of poor Julie with her pointing to a wreath that's not her own. Can you believe that? And one of them's trying to knock off the Disney wreath. I'm like, oh good, maybe that'll get them knocked off the internet for life. Okay, the hat's in. I love that. Now I'm going to try to get the body in. I need to glue up the hole. We're going to just glue it. Oh, how fun! Amy, you had so much fun when you went. Vicky, right? Shopping wasn't too difficult for me. Y'all, and after I got off live, I went to look closely. Those Frankie containers were $6.99. They went in, they were like, add to cart. Y'all, and you know I don't need any of this stuff, but it's just so fun to play with different things. And when y'all get excited, I get excited, and we have so much fun. Okay, surgery coming in right here. All I'm doing is just gluing that hole closed because I don't want any of her batting to come out. She's going to need another little place to tie her in the back, so I'm going to do that. Oh, Chris, I will tease. The toy I got for Ari, you're going to have to wait. Come on one of the videos later, Chris. I hope you're on the text list. Megan, loving Disney. Megan, we just went to Disneyland, and it was crazy up in there because they didn't have enough employees. Like, I don't have enough employees. Disney doesn't have enough. Nobody has enough employees. And, oh my gosh, it was not quite as magical as it normally would be because you need those people to make the experience so great. So, that's all right. Sherry, you saw that ad? Yeah, I hope they get in big trouble. Y'all, this is some scammer people, so what comes around goes around. Okay, I'm making a little hole in the back here. This gnome has a lot of good hair in the back, too. It's not just a front hairy gnome. It's got the back hair. So I'm going to make a couple little slits to run this cable tie through. If you don't tie that head down, then she's going to, hello, welcome to my door. That's not going to work. That is not what you want to happen. Oh, thanks, Vicki. Hey, Kathy from Oklahoma. Hey, Cindy. Good to see you. I see it's rough. Thanks, Penny. Oh, man, I'm addicted to all the Disney stuff. I really have a problem with the backpacks. I sometimes don't want to admit it, but got a bit of a back problem. Not as bad as the people on TikTok. There was a lot of worse people. Okay, that's so cute. All right, let me pull it up just a little. I want it a little bit higher. Adjust, adjust. Okay, that is in. So all I did was mount it. It's on a teardrop base. We got it mounted. We're good to go to get started. Nobody wants a floppy gnome. No, they don't, Amy. Megan, the lounge flies? Yes, yes, that's the proper name, the lounge flies. So if you guys don't do Disney, you may not realize, but there's a couple of things at Disney that are my favorite because I grew up with them. And one of those is the Tiki Room. And they don't make a lot of Tiki Room. I love the Tiki Room, Pirates, and Haunted Mansion. Those were my 3 favorite things growing up when we would go to Disney. We always went to Disneyland. I never went to Disney World until I met Richard. And then he exposed me to that goodness over there. Thanks, Vicky. You went shopping? Yes. Nice. Okay, here's our bow. Yeah, Leanne, the teardrop's black. It's going to be, we're doing black and candy corn colors. That's what we got going. Okay, so this is a bow we made on Bow Wednesday. Now we can put it at the bottom, make it really chunky. We can do that. I'm thinking we put it at the top, kind of off to the side. But I'm going to put it a little bit lower, but then I cover up her hat. Thoughts, anybody? Thoughts? Let's go a little, we can adjust the hat too. I'm trying to put this higher on my wreath making board. I kind of like the idea of a big bow down here and maybe a couple of little bows up there. Let's play with that. I don't want to make anything little. Right? Those are the 3 staples. Your family of 8 spending 10 days at Disney World? Joanne, how do you feel like a family of 9? How do you feel about that? That's going to be awesome. I hope you guys have a total blast. Okay, we're going to put some more ribbon in too at the top, but I'm going to put the bow we made at the bottom. Nice and chunky bow. Yeah, you can't, Vic, you can't go shopping yet, but as soon as he gets picked up, then you get a break. Head shopping. See what they have. You know, the home goods store, you have to hit it at the right time. That's why I bought anything I liked. Oh, I went back and got the 3-tier tray with the skeleton. If you saw that, I had to have it. Oh my gosh, Sandra, you did. You probably know a lot of stuff we don't want to know, Sandra. Just keep that, we just keep the magic, Sandra. Oh my gosh, Sue, wonderful. Yeah, they do have all kind of gnomes, really cute. Megan, Disney at Christmas, it's really nice, Megan. It's just really packed. Is the only thing I didn't like about it. It's super packed. Okay, let me grab our ribbon from yesterday. I'm like so excited to make Halloween with you guys today. Here's our candy corn. Here's our pumpkin. My mom used to take me whenever. Oh, that was nice, Wilhelmine. Bobby was just at Downtown Disney. Jealous. Hey, Kelly. Happy Friday the 13th. Yes, ma'am. That's what we're doing. I lost my scissors. I decided to film in the cleaner part of the room, and, you know, I can't find anything. I knew you'd go for that 3-tier tray in the Frankie's, Diane. Yeah, well, yes. I did it, Diane. I did it. Okay, I'm trying to decide what kind of bows we want up here. Maybe we'll make, let me make a couple of funky bows. I'm not going to turn the camera down, guys, but you know, Wednesdays I make bows. You can learn how to do that there. I had to have those, Diane. All right. Here's my ribbons, and let me grab my couple of cable ties. I'm going to make a couple of funky bows. So if you don't know what a funky bow is, that's a tail up, tail down bow. And we'll start that. Thank you. Diane, you were cheering me on. Thank you. Y'all were so good cheering me. really excited to put this all in the painted tree when I get it all finished. Get my booth set up. I'm very excited about that. Tracy, you just got your subscription box. Yay! You love the fall colored leaves. Aren't they fun? Those leaves are so fun. They're fancy and expensive, but they're beautiful. I'm hoping to teach how to do just a basic wreath with just the leaves, so stay tuned. Hi, Debbie. Good to see you, Debbie. We've been shopping today. We're having a Friday the 13th party. We're having creepy goodness. I'm making bows in the corner over here. Let me see if I can bring the camera down a little bit. I'm not gonna be able to really see what I'm doing, but that's what I'm doing. I hope, and Diane, that Frankie was at the checkout, so it was in a weird spot. But what a cute container. And you definitely couldn't beat the $6.99, I'll tell you that. You're watching at work? We'll never tell. Never, never, never. Okay, I'm mixing this with pumpkin. Still putting it with the pumpkin ribbon. Yes, I get it. You help me spend my money just fine. Y'all are just great. I wasn't even going to have a cart, and it got out of control pretty fast. Okay. I hear thunder. I think it's starting to rock and roll again. Okay, first funky bow is done. I'm going to bring it up. Fluff it up. Oh, I'm glad you're hanging out. Vicki, I always have to get a cart, you think? You guys, when you were watching me shop earlier, what are you most excited to see me work with? So I try to do that one for you and not just put it in my decorations. Hey, Patty P! Oh, you're welcome, Tracy. Okay, here's one funky bow. I'm going to make one more. And it's just it's a 2-1, tail up, tail down. Thanks, Marcy. Sometimes you just have something when the mood hits, Kitty. Yes, yes, yes. You are so welcome, Tracy. Christy, you had big storms? No way. It's been rock and rolling a lot, but nothing has really come of it, so we can really use some actual rain. What are you going to do with the books? The books. Oh, yes. I'm going to have so much fun with the books. Can't wait to show you the books. Yeah, I think we're going to have a lot of fun with those. Anything else? Okay, I fluffed her all out. Let's do one more. Jean says the books also. Yeah, I went back and got all the books because then I got so excited about different things to do with the books. I was like, get all the books. Okay, I'm going to do another bow. I'm just going to reverse the patterns in the bow. So this one will have more of the pumpkin plaid and less of the candy corn. We'll do the same recipe. When you said you heard thunder, it looked out my window like it would be in Iowa, Carol. Well, that's good, Carol. Oh my God, y'all want to know what happened to me at the dentist yesterday? Oh God, it's kind of embarrassing. Oh, Carol, I'm glad you feel so comfortable with me that you think, oh, maybe it's thundering here. We're going to take that as a good sign. Okay, I've got the black on. So far, so good. Hey, Candy! Oh my gosh, Candy, there was a TikTok where you have to call like a helpline to get help with your Disney obsession. And the fake lady, it was on TikTok, you might have seen it. The lady who was doing the pretend calls, she was like, "Hello, princess," and I was like, "Yes, call me a princess." Oh, Karen, I'm so glad you could join us. Awesome. Hey, Cody. Yeah, you missed the shopping, Deb. I'm doing my other bow right now. Painted Tree just opened, Roxanne and Roswell. Okay, yeah, I'm going to let you know, Roxanne, all about it. I have, you know, I'm still very new to working with them, and I will let you know more as we keep going down that journey with their company. But I am excited about switching over my booth for fall. It's going to be exciting. Oh, okay, so what happened at the dentist was they were, the hygienist had cleaned my teeth. We were all done, and I was waiting for the dentist to come in, you know, and look at everything and check it over. Well, she stepped out for a minute, and I just totally nodded off. Y'all know I work hard, you know. I don't really sit still, so while I was in the chair, I nodded off. So when the dentist came back in, I jumped out of the chair. I just flew up in the chair like, oh, there's a dentist here. It was hilarious. It was so hilarious. And the dentist was like, "Well, I'm glad you feel so comfortable." I'm like, "Dude, I'm just tired." You're ready to curtsy more princesses, Megan? Oh, how fun. I love it. Patty, it's nice there. Very good. It's plenty sunny. It's just 1,000,000 degrees. It's like the surface of the sun. Not quite that hot, but it's the humidity, guys, that makes it so bad. Okay, I made 2. And one is 2 candy corn, 1 pumpkin. This one has 2 pumpkins and 1 candy corn, okay? You did fall asleep at the dentist. I don't feel so bad then. I just passed out hardcore. It was funny. I've never done that. I have fallen asleep getting my face waxed before, which is really weird, but, you know, I'm not used to being still. That's why at Wreath Makers Live, I really couldn't sit. I need to be standing, moving in the back. I gotta be moving. Hey, John. Hey, Cheryl. Have you shown the staging at my booth? I haven't yet, Connie. I haven't. Because I really want to have a little more time to get it a little more done, but we just don't have enough help at the warehouse, and that's the bottom line. And I'm thankful for the volunteers who come and help us, but I really need some full-time help. It's just been really hard. It's so humid, Candy, in Georgia too. I get it. Okay. I'm thinking maybe this one a little larger right here, and then we'll zigzag these in. Let's get this party started. I think we'll go right in here and pop this in. I'm just going around the pine. Gets my Gnomeo. Hey, Gnomeo. Look at that. Isn't that cute? I love that. Let me cut that out. So we got gnome, we got bow, and we got 1 bow. I feel like we need to move this bow up a little higher, though. I really want that beard. Well, you know what? We could put some candy or something under there. We could add. It's okay. Wire cutter. Sheesh. Sheesh. Here they are. I put them down in the wrong place every time. Oh, Cindy, we use a standard funky bow recipe, so the tails are 8. The loops are 6. Okay? Oh, yeah, Sheila, I'm an enabler. Listen, don't take non-enablers with you shopping, by the way. Only take people who enjoy shopping and spending money. Because if you take someone who's going to keep you on budget, that's like no fun. Don't take anybody like that to Disney. Just take the people who are going to let you have fun, and you won't even feel guilty about it. Enjoy. Okay, I'm going to tuck this one right here. think right there. Oh, well, then I feel like we're going to need one more. Maybe instead of a full bow, let's do like a loop. This may be too much. Let's do a loop. It's freestyle. Today is all freestyle. I haven't practiced. I haven't made these things before. It's freestyle. Yeah, Cheryl, the greenery boxes have been mailed. As long as you signed up before the 25th of whatever month we're in, they have been mailed. If you need help tracking a box, you just let us know at email info@Keleas.com. We can track it for you. Katrina, yes, you just need enablers. Okay, I'm getting some ribbon over here. Yes, just go shopping with your friends, Sackley Candy. Don't go with anybody else. No Debbie Downers. I'm married to a complete shopper, so we're good. If I tell him, oh, hey, this is a big sale, he's like, I'm on it. I'm on it. His mama raised him right. Okay, I'm going to do a couple little ribbon loops on each side here just to get a little pop of fun. Right? No one needs that kind of negativity. That's why I leave the hubs at home when you go to Disney? Oh, no. Yeah. Mine knows. Well, yeah, remember, I interviewed him for the job. He passed. He passes with flying colors. Poor Honey Bunny's like, oh, what is she talking about now? I'm just doing some little loops and curls. And we'll pop a couple of these in because a bow is just a little too much. And I feel like I want one on each side. So I'm going to put a couple in. Yeah. Oh, fantastic, Roxanne. Yay. Joellen got hers. Yay. Yeah, we were so excited to get the fall in. Y'all know supply. You may not realize, but supplies have been a challenge. I wanted to go live today from Home Depot for you guys because I always go this time of year to show you all the animatronics and play with all that stuff at Home Depot for Halloween, but there's none out, so I'm a little concerned how long everyone's going to have to wait for everything, but I was thrilled that we got fall in so we could do the greenery boxes with fall, and I'm really excited about our greenery subscription and our berries, blooms, and buds box because all of those I have really curated, just I think amazing boxes for the prices. I was able to negotiate better pricing on stuff, so when you subscribe to one of our subscription boxes, you're getting a discount and you're getting even better quality stuff. So I'm excited. I put a lot of thought and work into it. If it just gets here, that's the only thing, right? Hey, Teresa. Good to see you. I'm going to bring this down a little bit and we'll tuck this little guy in right here. What a cutie. My little loop going. My little tails. Now let's just tuck those in. A little candy corn, a little tail. Okay. I like that. Now I've got a good bit of orange popping in all around. So now it's fine for the fun stuff. Let's put the fun stuff in. Lollipops are brand new. These just came in. And they're all in the candy corn theme. That's why I thought this would be perfect with this little cutie. So I'm going to take the tags off of them. Gently. Got a couple of lollipops. How cute they are. I'm excited about it. Thanks, Teresa. Oh, awesome. Joellen, thank you. I hear it rocking and rolling again, you know? Oh my gosh, Patty. Yeah, the leopard. We just did all that in design school. So you can take a peek over there if you haven't looked at it yet. Thanks, Sheena. I like it too. Okay. I'm thinking, I only have 2 of these. So I've got 2 of those and then I have some cake pops. I also have these new black greenery picks. So when I was selling lots and lots of Halloween wreaths on Etsy, I always struggled with getting good black greenery. And so I wanted to make sure that I had some for you guys. This is super spiky. It's flocked black. The only thing I don't like is this tag is giving me a hard time. Got it. So I want to use that anywhere I need a little more height. It's wired, so that's when this stuff gets cool. These are pretty neat. I'll probably use some of these with the books later, like little trees. Because look at it. It looks like a great little tree. Oh, you did, Patty. Awesome. Hey, Teresa. Okay, let's put a little of this in just for some texture first. I'm going to glue it in and I'm going to wire it. So let's get it in there. Put it in and then wire around. Yay! I just like, it's just a different dimension and texture than the base, so it looks a little bit different. Let me show you. See how it's a little wispy? Yeah, I love that. Ah, thanks, Penny. Okay. Okay, let's get this other one in here. Are y'all excited for more lives today and more projects? Who's coming back later to watch more? Who's coming back? Yes, Cheryl, they'll be perfect with that haunted house. Yeah. I'm going to have to go back to the warehouse, though, because I didn't know what I was going to buy earlier, so now I'll have to go back to the warehouse to get more goodies to go with all of those. To soup this up more. I'm going to put this one a little further down. Right behind Mr. Gnome. I'm also using the pine base because I want to take that to my advantage to help hold things in. Kind of works like a backup. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Okay, I got more. Diane's ready, Tracy's ready, Kitty's ready, Penny says she'll be here, Cheryl's gonna be here, yay! Jill's gonna be here, Vicky's coming back. I love it. Awesome, Linda. Me too. This is so fun. So fun. Okay, I'm fluffing this one out too. I love that these are wired. I really, when we're shopping for stuff on Keleas.com, I'm really looking for stuff that, yes, it's more expensive, but you can't, it needs to be wired, or otherwise you can't demand the prices that you need to get when you're spending this much on these pieces that you're making, because it just makes your design look so much better. You look like a dang rock star. You just really do. I think I'm going to have one of these kind of coming down, and if I had one more I would put one here, but I think I only have 3. What I could do is I could steal a little out of this one. I'm going to put this one under the bow, and then I might steal a little. Oh, you can't wait for the haunted house? That's going to be fun. Oh, jeez. I'm so sorry, Jill. I'm so sorry. Praying for him. Jill, what a mess. I'm so sorry. You know, we've been through that. So, planning on coming. Vicky's coming. Yay! Great! Okay. Now, I'm going to steal a little of that greenery, I think, to bring into the rest of the design. Or we can wait. I can always get one later if we don't finish, if I hate the way it looks. But let me put the candy in, and then we'll see how much more we need. I need a Coke break. You are Roxanne! The books are going to be fun. They are going to be. And they had a lot of cute little palm reader books too. They were just in the black and white, and I wanted the color because usually I like to do color in the Halloween, and I know most of the supplies I have would only mix with the colors. Okay, lollipops. Let's get the lollipops in. This is going to be so cute for trick or treat. I think we're putting one right here. Okay. Oh my God, that's cute. Sorry, baby. We'll get it off your face. And let's put one a little tighter, a little lower here. I haven't glued these yet, I'm just playing with them. Stick them in. Okay, I like that. That's kind of cute. Diane says, I need to do some Halloween, but I had epiphany about a new staircase swag design. Those epiphanies will get you every time. Okay, I think I like one there. I want to get it up higher. There we go. And I think I like this one lower. Y'all know I'm weird about my matchy-matchy. So let's do that. And then we have these cake pop picks. These were like a big hot item last year, so we got them again. Hi, Cindy. I'm glad you like it. I'm just putting in the candy now. I think I'm going to put this. Oh, the cake pop's cute in there. How cute that is. Ooh, I love that. I'm going to grab another cake pop. Awesome! Glad you're here, Jill. We'll be praying for you. And your husband for sure. Okay, let's bring this one down. I'm just sticking them in. They're not glued or wired or anything yet. I'm just sticking them. I really like that. I feel like we need, got one more cake pop. Maybe we'll pop it in the other side. We definitely need something coming out of here. Let me go see if I have any more of those black picks. Hold on. I got a stash over here. Oh, please. Oh, what do I got out here? I found some more. I found more. I found more black picks. I found two more. That makes me so happy. Thank you for sprinkling. Denise says all the Halloween wreaths I've done are sold, which is a good thing. I'm running out of Halloween ribbon. That is a great thing. We just got some more stuff in, so you can check our site. There, the Halloween ribbon. I don't know how much Halloween ribbon is on Keleas.com because we just had it on our live sale, and most of it I think sold out. But just check because a bunch of ribbon just came in. Okay, I love these picks. Attempting to reconnect? How rude. Hey, Sam. Hopefully it's going to reconnect. Huh. What's its problem? Attempting to reconnect. Let's see. I put that one in the center. Oh yeah, I love that. That's better. Now, lost connection with Mevo. Okay. It says I'm still live streaming though. Connect. That is so funny. I can still see my live going on. You guys see me? You're still there, Penny? Okay. I keep going. Do I have a black top hat, Pearl? No, I don't have a black top hat. We have a Christmas one, but not like a Halloween one. Okay, I'm happy with that. I'm gonna start gluing these in, even though my camera says I don't have a signal. Teresa, the candy picks are all brand new. Yes. They will be in the shop shortly. If they're not, they may already be in there. Let's put this, I'm going to put this greenery in. I keep calling it greenery. We have to call it blackery. It's the greenery in the Halloween palette here. Wouldn't it be pretty if we had that in like ombre? Like a rainbow, a beautiful color? It would be so pretty. I've got ideas. That looks really good. Okay, I'm gonna keep on going then. Not sure what happened with my device that tells me I'm live streaming says I'm not. So I'm glad I didn't just go off the handle and say something crazy. Okay, you still see me. Okay, lollipop going in. These are nice and lightweight. I love that. That's cute. Now I'm going to cut a little piece of the pine off up here. And I'm going to use it down here. Come here, buddy. So I just want a little piece, and we're short on this pine. And what I've got available here. There you go. Alright, I'm going to take this little piece and kind of glue it in front of here. It's twisted. Hold you up. There we go. Cute. I just want that in there. Thanks, Janice. Thanks, Vicki. You know technology. It doesn't want us to have too much fun. Okay, now I'm going to put this cake ball pig in front of it. Oh, good! Barbara! I'm glad you're here. I'm so glad you made it. I broke it down into a couple of sections. So I'm going to use a couple of the bigger ones maybe at the top here. Tuck them in there. Just so I can make this go just a little bit further. Oh, that's cute up there. And then I'll use a couple of smaller ones right in this section. Alright, I'm going to pop in these balls next. I was just so excited they had this little gnome with the candy corn because I knew I had all this fun candy to go with it. Okay, let's do the same thing on the other side. Let's scoot this over a little bit. I know, Sue, they're so versatile. They really are. Okay, so then this lollipop's going to go in on this side. I'm going to pop this in. I'm going to go just a little bit lower down. And make sure when you're using whenever you're using a pine base, one of the advantages of using it is you can use the pine to hold things in place besides just glue. I put glue, but then I use the pine to wiggle around it. All right. Flip that one around. Yeah, cute. Okay, where else are we going to put some balls? We're going to put a little bit in this side over here. I'm going to keep breaking it up, though I like that we can have two different links in there. So I'm going to put the bigger, since we put the little balls on this side, let's put the big ones on that side. All right. Let's tuck this right in behind this beauty. Whoa, that's so cute. I'm loving it, y'all. I'm loving it. Okay. And then how about just a couple little balls coming down the bottom? And the only thing is, and until we get some more in, I think we're completely out of it. It would look cute if I could put a couple little candy corns in there also. I will check my my private stash at the warehouse and see if I have any left, but that would be really cute to pop in there. I'm going to put that black little ball right in the center of this bow. Bring that down. Okay. Yay! By the warehouse. house in the midst of doing a million other things. And I wanted to put a little candy corn in our candy corn gnome from earlier. So let me give you this item number. And I'm going to use one of these in here. It's 52421, SP129. And I'm going to use one. It's a super long stem of candy corn. I'm going to cut it into pieces. Hi, Joellen. Hey, Janet. Oh, y'all, it's so much fun shopping with you. I've got some of our new fun finds out, and we're going to be making something together with them in just a little bit. I'm going to pop this in here, though. I want to finish this candy corn Gnomeo. Hi, Lori. Hey, Jennifer. So much fun. So much fun. Today has been a blast, y'all. I hope you've enjoyed it. I have been running with my head cut off all day, but I promised to do this for you, and so we're doing it. Even though I've been shopping in my headband all day with my ears on because I try to do it live, and then finally I could go on live at Michael's Wi-Fi, and I left the headband in the car that time because I gave up. Hi, Cynthia. Okay, I've got 3 sprays of this, one larger one, so I'm going to put it kind of at the top up there. Pop it in. I think that will be cute. You know, we need to set the tone with the candy corn. Did anybody watching right now get to see us throughout the day? Let me know if you enjoyed it, what your favorite shopping was. I know some of it you couldn't see, but I made a recovery at Michael's. Okay, that looks cute. I like that. And then let me put a little bit more candy corn in it. Hi, Debbie. Hey, Trudy. Hi, Heather. Renee's loved it. Great. I'm so glad. I am so glad. You guys, it is so stinking sweaty out there from all the humidity. But I've had so much fun. I've gone way over budget and never had so much fun doing it. Hi, Donna. Did you see me at Michael's? Yay! Yay! Wonderful. Wonderful. And I think I'll pop just a little bit down in here. Maybe a little bit lower, kind of coming out of the boat. Let me look here. 1, 2, well, let me go a little higher, up here by the candy, the lollipop. And I think that'll get her done. Now, if you missed this video earlier, we did this morning, or this around lunchtime, a little bit after noon central. But here it is. We finished this one. We just finished it. All I did was just pop in those 3 little candy corns. Yeah, a lot of fun. I'm glad you've been enjoying it. You're welcome. You're welcome. Vicky likes all of it. Tracy says it was fun. Fantastic. All right, so this one is ready. I'm just going to price this one and take it to the painted tree probably. Love it. Okay, let me show you what our next project is going to be. And it's going to be using the books that we found today. Teresa, no, it just took me a while to get the family all straight, you know. The family they need me for things. Janet, I did go to at home and I uploaded a video because it wouldn't let me be live in there. But I think that upload failed also. So I will definitely see if I can find that and repost it, but I did. Okay, so what I'm going to use in this one is we're going to use one of those big books we got. Except for grocery, right, Kimmy? So it's a big book of spells. We got this at the Home Goods, right? Home Goods. Everything's got home in it. At Home Goods. And we're going to use this for a centerpiece. We're going to prop it up like this. Oh, no, Nancy, that candy corn is from Keleas.com. I didn't like the candy corn from Michael's, but they did have some. They did have some if you want to check. The problem with the ones I was looking at, they were beat up. Just because the way they're displayed, they got really beat up. Dang it. When I go to a craft store, I take 2 cards to start. Teresa, okay, good. I feel good. I didn't go over 2 cards. So this is the large book. We're going to use this. We got that at Home Goods. And then this is the Halloween sign that we picked up at Home Goods. Yes, the shopping not the shopping list, but the supply list for the project with the gnome we did is ready. And she just put it in the comments. You got your new canopy, yay! And you got your grid wall. Fantastic, Lisa. Lisa, I have that video in a design school. from October 2019, I believe, 2019, that has how I set up my booth. So if you want to take a look at that, go back to there. I'm sorry they didn't have anything. I'm so sorry. This, okay, and then I'm going to use a little book. That'll be cute. And Nicole, I'm going to throw a new item at you. These just came in. This is a glitter lollipop in green and orange. Is that going to be cute? Oh my gosh, shopping all day, Sylvia. Carolyn, you're welcome. Okay, here is this item number. Now, Nicole's got to put this one active. She'll look it up. 56792 ORGNBK. 56792 ORGNBK. This is a Keleas.com one. I had fun, Sylvia. So I've got a couple of those planned. And then these just came in too, which are super duper cute. I thought we could put some of these in there. They have little ghosts on them, these pumpkins with little ghosts. This is another item number. 56744 orange white. ORWT. Thank you, Karen. Thank you. That's my haunted mansion. And we picked up these little guys at Michael's, the little kitties. Let me open one. I think I'm going to put a couple of those in. But we will get started. Yes, the hypnotizing lollipop. Look into... You want to make Halloween decorations. Here's the cute little guy from Michael's. Super cute. We finally had to get him. Kimmy, you got that sunflower charger? I don't know. It was just so cute. I don't have a plan yet, Kimmy. I didn't buy one. I kept it in control because I lost control earlier. Okay, I'm going to bring the camera down. I'm going to be using floral foam to build up our base. Okay, that's my favorite foam to use. The reason I love green floral foam is once you glue things in it, they're pretty darn sturdy, and I really liked that when I did craft shows. They just wouldn't fall apart on me as easily as other foams. And then we've got to decide, excuse me, I think we're going with black garland inside here for our base, but I do have orange garland in case we change our mind. Yes, Debbie, the pumpkins with the ghosts are from our shop, and when I'm completely done, we'll have a totally, what am I trying to say? A supply list of the whole thing. Okay, let me grab a knife. And I've got to slow it down a little. I'm like on high on life. But I want to just enjoy the process. It's Friday the 13th, so we got the big knife. Alright. Okay, I'm going to bring the camera down to the table. So you guys hold on. These are the books. They had different sizes, so you could definitely downsize this. That was all at Home Goods. Y'all, when I was checking out, there was this little light up tree. This was so cute. He lights up. I don't have batteries in him, but I thought he went good with my my skeleton couple over there. Okay, so we're gonna come down to the table. So hold on. Here we go. Here y'all are coming down. Yay! Woohoo! Tracy, you did fantastic. I love all the garland colors are coming in. Okay. I think this is going to be so much fun. I'm so fun. Too much Dr. Pepper. You know what? Not enough. Not enough. I barely had enough. I wanted to stop on the way back and get a Dr. Pepper, but I didn't because I needed to get home. And I picked up one of those sushis from Sam's, like the little to-go-y. Y'all, I just cannot. It was no bueno. No bueno. It was $14. Don't you hate that when something is not good and you have to chunk it? But Honey Bunny needed paper for orders, so I had no choice but to run and get some kind of snack from Sam's while I got paper for him. Okay. Hi, Amanda. Great to see you. Let's get our base. Now, it's pretty cool. These are really neat, fun little boxes. They have a magnet here. But I want to build up my design first. I've got to get my floral foam cut to go in there. So let's just start with that. It's got a little silica gel. You take it back and it's too late. It's in the garbage. I know better than to buy that. I know better. I figured, how bad could it be? It wasn't rotten or anything. It was just poor quality. Kimmy loves purple and black together for Halloween. Oh, nice. Nice. So I'm going to cut this a little smaller than the container. I'll just kind of mark it. And then, Sheila, I do need the baby wipe for the tag. Reminder. Thank you, Sheila. That's our new tip, the baby wipe for the tag. That's all right. Ooh, I should have switched to this big knife a while ago. Since I got back from Wreath Maker's Lab, I don't know where my smaller knife is. That's nice. Stuff just disappears when you go out of town. Stuff just disappears. All right, let me try the baby wipe on there. Okay, this is a tip that we learned. Now this is on wood, so I have no idea if the wood's it's gonna come off the wood, but let's try it. That is amazing. The baby wipe trip. Hi. Oh, Sandra. All your electricity and Wi-Fi was off. Well, I tell you what, Kelea's signal was horrendous everywhere Kelea went. So I got it. I totally got it. Oh, yeah, Sylvia. Big Daddy Bones and Mrs. Bonita Boudreaux. That's Big Daddy Bones Boudreaux. These are Sylvia's scary friends and family that come out every year. They will be, Sylvia. They will be. His name's Big Daddy Bones Boudreaux. And that other one is Bonita. Bonita. Alice, you still can't find your scissors? Alice, I could have them here possibly. All right. Halloween is good. That trick works really pretty good. I'm so impressed. Okay, where's my book? My big book of spells. Let's get it out. So the idea is we're going to put this in to get the base going. Oh, please fit in there. I'm going to have to shave off just a little. Tracy, now you need baby wipes. Yeah, it works really good. Okay, ooh, that's a nice knife. Okay, I'm going to put that in there. Now, I'm going to kind of show you how I'm going to let me take these tags off too. Ooh, these come off nice. Thank you, company, for putting easy tags on. I love when they come off nice. Yay, Sheena! We're going to just make a little arrangement with it. But I forgot to get these tags off, and I want to get them off now. Yeah, these were pretty recent. The big book was $12.99. This one was $5.99. So not too shabby. So fun. And they had, if you want to do like a black and gray color scheme, I left some there that had the black and gray. I had picked them up first, but then when I found these with the colored covers, I liked that better. It was, I knew it was going to go better with what else we have. Dang, everybody was coming off good except for this one. I should have took these off before we started, but I know I'll forget, guys. I will forget once we get... Okay, let me get the baby wipe. Baby wipe coming out. Okay, come on, baby wipe. I wonder how the baby wipe's going to work when you have color behind it. The baby wipe is going to work fine. Pretty good. It gets all the paper off. I don't think it gets the adhesive off, but you know what? That's going to be good enough. That's going to be good enough. Okay. So here's my foam. Now the next thing I'm going to do is when I'm staging this, I know I'm going to put the Happy Halloween book off to the side like that. Okay. And it's going to be facing, so the arrangement's going to look like this from the front. Okay. This will be up, but it's got a cute like cork look in the back. And This is how it's going to look on the back. Book of Spells. Won't that be fun? Now, if you had a witch, I mean, a witch would look stinking cute right in here. I didn't have time to pick up a witch from the warehouse. I know we have some. I think we have some purple. I don't know if we have any black left. But that I would put right here. So I'm going to slide this back. We're going to need a little more foam because we need to get this where it doesn't flop around. Okay? Now, you could use a real book, open it, and do the same thing. The only thing you're going to need to do is secure the pages and glue the pages together somehow. I don't know how, but I'm just giving you a tip. Oh my gosh, you went to Home Goods and they carry very little Halloween notebooks at all. I'm sorry, Janice. Home Goods is different everywhere. Who knows what it's going to have. Let me cut another piece of foam to go in the back. And I need this piece to be up just a little bit higher. Trying to measure here. Okay, let me cut that. Karen, we've had so much fun today. It's been truly a fun Friday the 13th. That's how my brain works 24/7. I'm sorry if it overloads you. I literally have enough projects for 6 weeks. But you know, that's the fun of it. Oh my goodness. Hi Linda, how are you doing? Hope you're doing great. It's been a fun day. And y'all, this was just a fun idea to do with you. Just kind of hang out. Okay, so see I'm making this little ledge right here, and that's going to hold this back up good. Making sense? And now I've got a nice sturdy base. So what I need to do is I need to start gluing these things in. If you've ever watched me glue stuff before, you're going to see me use a combination of Gorilla Glue and hot glue. That's my preference. It works good. It holds up longer. So that's what I go with. Oh, very good, Rhonda. I'm glad you're here. Oh, Janice, wonderful. So guys, I'm taking the foam back here and dipping it in the glue pot, giving it a big drink so that it can go in that box without having to call an ambulance because of the burn here. Okay, yeah. So I got a lot of glue on that, and I've just placed that in the box. Now I need to push it kind of towards the back because it's got to sit. This has got to sit on this too. But I want plenty of it to put other stuff in. Hi, Stacy. Great to see you tonight. Okay, so my objective here is I want to glue along this edge and then glue to the base. So let's do that both. Let's do both. So what's everybody doing on Friday night besides hanging out with me? What was on the agenda? I mean, I'm thankful you're here and hanging out, but did you go out to dinner? Are you just hunkering down? I know some of you have sick family members, and we're definitely praying for you guys. Thinking about you. Okay, I got a lot of glue. I left it kind of thick, so I'm just going to gently touch here real quick. I'm getting a little bit on there, and now I'm just going to switch it over and let that all get in there. And just rub that nice and tight. Let it all start to glue. Now, I don't have a way to staple it, so I'm just counting on the Gorilla Glue that we put underneath and the hot glue. So be liberal with that when you put it on. Sheena, yay! Good, I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm glad you did. Let's see, Bobby's painting pumpkins. Fantastic, Bobby. That sounds lovely. Y'all, cheers again. Y'all didn't tell me what we're cheersing with. I'm Diet Dr. Pepper. What are you having? Stacy, you got the booth all stocked? I'm so jealous. So jealous. Good job. My booth will get stocked one day, Stacy. Lord knows I got enough stuff up here. I could stock 7 booths. Just got to get it in. I'm glad you did that. We always order on Fridays. Nice, Patty. Nice. Nancy, hello. I'm sorry you got another hurricane coming. I know, Nancy. We need that to just blow over and not be any drama for anybody. Okay. Sean's having Pepsi. Vicky watched The Vault. Nice. Dawn, newbie, welcome, Dawn. West Virginia, fantastic. We're so glad you're here. Okay, so this is a book. It's a fake book. But listen, you can do this with a real book. I just don't know exactly how you keep the pages from opening. So you're going to have to investigate that and figure that out, okay? Alright, but this is nice. This is great. A lemonade, Dr. Pepper, and a slice of cheesecake. That's what I'm talking about. Crescent says if you have a plain box, you could put some, you could Mod Podge some Halloween paper. You sure could. You could use anything to make your base anytime. This is just so cute. It's going to look really good from the back, too. I love things that look good from the back. Okay, so let's get our other stuff put in. Powerade, nice. Beverly says, I checked the calendar to see when we can have another Friday the 13th, but it's not till it's not till May of next year. But that's okay. You know, we will have a lot more fun as Christmas gets here and we get going. We will have so much more fun. Don't worry. And y'all, we're gonna have that challenge coming up, the pumpkin challenge in May. I'm not in May, Lord, September. So keep your eye on the page here. We'll be telling you all about it. Okay, so I want this to go across and the Happy Halloween to be lower. So I'm going to need a little more foam to get this up. So I'm thinking about all that before I put in my next layer. So let's do that. I need my foam again. Me and my phone. Fantastic, Janet. Just chilling. I love it. Hey, Judy. You relaxing? Hello again, Joanne. Hello to you too. Sonia's having sweet tea lemonade. Yummy. I ordered something the other day. Oh, I noticed they can't call it an Arnold Palmer anymore at over at Chick-fil-A. They named it something else. Anybody know the name of that at Chick-fil-A? It's like something Sunrise or something like that. I guess they got in trouble. Look at you. Good job, Linda. Linda, are you in the listings? What did Damon call it? Damon's having an event this week, guys. If you are wanting to get on Etsy, it just started yesterday, and I think they had the second class today. They still have a class tomorrow. And she's getting into her Etsy. I love to hear it, Linda. The listing strategy, I think he called it. There's info about that at CoachKelea.com if you want to still get in. There is time. Lots of great information. Oh, Doris, you're toasting me with soup and cornbread? Doris, that's your dinner, I think. Mary went to Home Goods. Oh, bummer, Mary. You know, mine is really getting hit hard already, too. See, last year, I waited, and there was absolutely nothing. Like, come September, like 15th, there was no Halloween. It was all gone. I know. Isn't it fun to look at them from the back, too? And they look pretty. You enjoy this today, Sue? I'm glad you did. It's been a lot of fun for me also. Okay. So that's a little higher because that's where this is going to go. Are you feeling the vibe? Are you feeling the vibe? Now, because I'm going to make this to sell, I can't just set these things here. If you want to make this in your home, you can do this without foam and just kind of layer things. You could take and wrap another book inside, wrap it with some paper. You could somehow rig the lid to sit up. You can do all that and stage these things without gluing them. But this is going to be a permanent thing I'm going to sell. They're going to pick it up and buy it, the whole thing. So as I'm building it, I got to think about how I'm doing it. Okay? Hey, Georgie. Oh, Linda, lots of new things are coming to your shop. Linda, you need to create a listing for me for my earrings. Create a listing, and I can check out through there, and then make sure you get some more earrings on there so I can buy some more. Okay? Y'all, Linda made the cutest earrings. And I got them at Wreath Makers Live from her. I'm glad you liked it, Mary. Me too. Okay, so I'm coming in with our metallic pine. So we have a couple of different pines. This is one's more sparkly than the black. It's a little more expensive, but you know, why not? So my first objective is to get this all around, and we're going to use it like we would moss to cover up this base. So if we were making a floral arrangement, we'd use a lot of moss in there. But this we're going to use like pine. Stacy, you got the book score. Yay! Score! They're so cute. You're going to blow them out on your Etsy shop. They're so cute. I'm just cutting a few pieces here. You can weave it around if you want, but I think it's going to be easier for me just to pin it in. Let me grab some floral pins. Oh, I took those out of town. I took those 3 fingers. Here they are, coming up. Here they come. My little floral pins. Well, I'm excited to see yours, Stacy. It's going to be so cute. So I'm just going to start going around and putting the pine in on this base. Let me get these. I am going to have to glue them before I stick them in. And you have the garland, Stacy. You're ready to roll. Stacy, you can put one of your little dolls in here. I've purchased a couple arrangements from Stacy that are so cute, and she puts the cutest dolls in. I love that. And I think the dolls are made by someone else in our community. I'm sorry, I'm not familiar with who makes them. Let's see, Teresa, wait, no. Sue, my Jason knife. Yes, see, it's in the picture. Teresa, yes, I did get the 2 black Christmas trees. I did. So we'll have to get those out and play with those. I don't know what kind of quality. There was no display or anything. They were $24 a piece, so they weren't real expensive or anything, but you never know what they're going to be like. Hi, Lily. Great to see you tonight. Okay, book's going here. Book is going there. I think I'm cool with gluing down Book. I'm ready to glue her down. So let me really quick let me score underneath here. You should just use a marker, it'd be better, but I'm just going to score. See if I can mark kind of where this glue ought to be. Okay, I can barely see it here and here. So the glue needs to be right there. Okay. I'm going to put some Gorilla Glue down behind. Yes, Teresa, those were from, the black Christmas trees are from At Home. At Home. Okay, Stacy gets her dolls from Starlight Wreaths on Etsy. Okay, thanks, Stacy. You guys, you should check the dolls out. They're really, really great. Really cute. No, Georgie, the black garland is in my shop, but the black tree I'm talking about is from the At Home store. Okay, let me put this where I want it. I'm just going to let the glue touch it for a second. Okay, and then I've kind of got a line there where I need to put glue. I did score it, but I think that'll be easier. So I'm putting glue on back here with my glue pot. Okay. So my glue's all on there, and now I'm going to just set it down. Yeah. I'm going to give it a little wiggle, because I really would want glue on both sides. That has a magnet, so if you could leave this open, because that would be so cute. I mean, leave it closed. It would be so cute if a customer was like, oh, look, a little hiding place. Oh, I love this already. So excited about this. All right. I still got to put pine in. This is like the no fun part, putting the pine in. I mean, not that it's not, it's just kind of, you know, technical. Yeah, black garlands we have in our shop. This is the metallic one. It's a little more expensive. And we also have the other black one. It's just not as sparkly. We have 2 different kinds in there. And then we just got orange in, back in stock also. I've got to pin that in, guys. I want to push it down. Everybody come on over. So you guys are all just chilling tonight? No wild parties? Nothing exciting? Just taking it easy? Okay, let me put Mr. Happy Halloween in, or see how much that green's going to show. I'm trying to make sure it's covered. So I'm going to just put this lightly over the foam, just ever so lightly. Still got to get that sign on there. Oh, Sandra so would love some black spiders. And I saw on someone else's video, I don't know if it's on YouTube, but there was some cute black spiders from Dollar Tree, but I haven't had a chance. Now I've got the cutest spiders coming in, just not sure when they're going to get here. So we got to use what we can till everything arrives. Okay, I need another little piece. Stacy's working on Etsy listings of your new multiples. I love it. That's awesome, Stacy. So you're old and boring. It's okay. So, Wanda's making wreaths for craft shows. I love it, Wanda. Congratulations. I'm glad you're getting it going. And I'm glad Stacy's getting her multiples up. Teresa just finished some shrimp tostadas. Oh, yeah, that's a job right there, girl. Mm-hmm. Sounds awesome. Sounds good to me. Lily, you just got home from work. The live is the party. I love it. That's so awesome. Tie the sign with the garland plus the glue. Well, you could do that. You could tie that sign in. You sure could. I'm going to use floral pins, I believe, to put it in. But you can try it all kind of different ways. I think I'm going to make my own floral pins because I'm going to wire it through some of that cursive writing. So, guys, on a centerpiece, you have to have still a focal point and a directional flow. So, I've got a flow going this way, and now I need to make sure these guys go this way. That's real important. And I teach all that kind of stuff in design school, but I want you to know so you don't have things going against the grain. Oh, you're working on an order for double door wreaths. Fantastic. I love that. Kimmy's picking out yarn for colors for a new Oh, nice. For a crochet project. Sheena's working on an order for double door wreaths. I'm sorry, I read that, Sheena. Matthew gave you a 7-foot black tree and a pink one. What? What? Oh, yes. You did. That pink one was so amazing. In your dining room, right? You're spoiled, Linda. That is some good stuff right there. Some good stuff. Hey, Eric. Good to see you. Eric, we've been out shopping. We've been doing Friday 13th. Big time. Okay, here's our Halloween in the center. Could I move it back from the camera? If I move it back from the camera, it's over here. So you're just gonna it's just gonna be a close-up view. When we get towards the end, I will take and turn it for you so you can see it a little better, okay? I'm just limited on where I can have everything, and everything's working right now. Let's see. Joyce is filling bow orders. Fantastic, Joyce. Y'all, somehow I got Gorilla Glue on my hand. How did that happen? Okay, I need to make some of my own U-pins to go through the sign right here into the foam. And I'm going to make that out of 18 gauge wire. And we'll just put it in there. Oh, this is looking so cute already. So I'm just going to make my own. Stacy says shout out to all the Stacys. Every time I say one name, you probably have to all say, was that talking to me? What is she talking to? Nancy has 2 black trees into porch. Oh, you're going to make them into porch witches. Oh, yeah. So cute. I don't have any black trees. I just got 2 for the first time. I mean, I've got a warehouse full of stuff, but apparently I needed more. Apparently, black trees were on the list. Okay, let's see. Tammy says, have you seen the purple moss at home store? What purple moss? No! We were there today. How could we have missed the purple moss? Holy smokes. Sounds like we got to get there. So I'm pinning this into the foam on both sides with glue. And then I'll just take a little bit of the pine to kind of hide that pin. Okay, I'm going to do that at least 3 places along the way here. Tammy, thanks for thinking of me because I need purple moss. That sounds like I would like that. I put, you know, maybe this would have looked cuter with orange pine since this sign is black, but we're committed now. We're committed. I'll push this in. Oh, good to see you, Jeanette. Hey, Denise. Hey, Elizabeth. Okay, I'm going to bring this one around and twist it. This is exactly what Mary was suggesting. So bring it around and twist it so it's gotta stay in. Yeah, I'm going to need purple moss. Yeah, the Halloween is wood. I found that at the at-home store today. No, the Home Goods. Too many home stores. We were on a total shopping spree. Let's see. Let's go one right here. Let's put that one in. How fun, Debbie. What a nice trip to Corpus. I love it. I love going to Corpus. I used to do a show there, and so we would always try to make that into a vacation when Kaya was little. I just love going there. It's so Halloweenish, but it's over by the regular plants. Thank you, Tammy. I will go check it out. We could have used it in this. Okay, so this is how it's looking from the front. Okay, well, it looks pretty good from the front because of that distressing. You can see the Halloween on there. I love it. Okay, let me crank you guys up a little bit, and we'll start putting in the candy. You're going to need the purple moss, I'm telling you. That sounds fun, doesn't it? Okay. So let me turn it towards me for a second. You should still be able to see what's happening, but I want to see it from the front. And I'll turn it back towards you in a minute. Centerpieces are hard to show unless you are over my shoulder. Oh, Kimmy, I wish that all the roosters were gone when the half off sale started. I would have got that big one, Kimmy, but they were all gone. Now, Janice, you need the purple moss. Okay, I'm going to put 2 of the candy pops in. Penny, I need fairy lights. Yeah, I'll put some in after because I've got some in the house that we had for Wreath Makers Live. It's going to be so cute. I'm going to put the candy in the back. So I want to have them where there's one tall and one a little shorter. Let me see height-wise. All right. Jan says, dry brush a little orange paint on the Halloween sign to bring it out more. That would be perfect idea, Jan. Perfect. Okay, let's see. I cut a short one and a tall one. Let's put those in. Yeah, now we all need purple moss. Khalid definitely needs purple moss. We're like out of all colors of moss right now. I think we have one in stock. One color. They're going, gone. I'm going to put this kind of at an angle. Oh, it's cute. It's so cute. Oh, it's so cute. Beware of at home. You go in for the black cat and you come out with who knows what. I get it. I get it. All day long, Mary. All day long. It was a trap. Oh, these are cute. Okay, lollipops are in. Oh, that looks great. Now, I'm thinking about just putting an orange pumpkin in there too, towards the front. How about that? Just kind of, let me see how that looks from over here. Oh, that looks cute. Covers up the sign a little bit. I still think it looks really cute. It could sit on the box just a little bit like that. What do y'all think? Yay or nay on the pumpkin? I'll get the little ghost pumpkins. We'll put those next. Let's see. Okay, let's try these. Let's see how these will work in there. That looks so cool. We're just going to cut these really short. Here's if we put, I think we might like the little smaller one better. But I like that pop of orange though. Then they can't open the box, I know. They can only just pop in it right now. They don't even know the box opens yet. They don't even know. I think I like it. I know it's a little big, but I think I like it better than the ghost pumpkins. I think I like it in there. Teresa, some hands would be great. Not yet. No hands have come in yet. I think we're going to put this here. I'm just going to glue it on the box. They can still open the box a little. You know? I don't think I like the white ghost in there. I just... Maybe if I had more floral or something. I kind of like this orange pumpkin. Okay. I'm going to face it towards me for a second. Okay, I did pick up these green curlies. You like the ghost pumpkins? Melissa, yeah, that's what we could do. They were saying we could even like dry brush on a little orange on the Halloween. Let's see. Let me pop a couple of these curlies in. I'm not gluing anything right now. I did glue the lollipops, but I'm just going to put a couple of these in. See if I like that. Put some of my spiders. I don't think I have any spiders left. We used them. The curlies are item number 56399, green, black. 56399. I could tilt the pumpkin a little bit over here. Kind of have it coming out like that. Or you could still get in the book. I just like that orange in there. It looks really good. I know that's all y'all can see right now. Let me bring the camera up and show you how it's looking from the front. Okay. So that's how it's looking from the front right now. So you don't see the graphic as much on the top unless you're walking by the arrangement. That's what we got so far, which it looks really good. You know, y'all don't like the pumpkin. Oh, it looks cute. I like the pumpkin. I know. You guys, when you do yours, you can do it however you want. You can literally do it however you want. Oh my gosh. It's looking really cute. It's just hard for me to show you on the table exactly how it's looking. It's a go for the pumpkin. I know. I think I like it. I try to honor your suggestions, but I think I'm gonna do it. I think I'm gonna do the pumpkin. Okay, let's put it. I really just like it sitting on the book. And you know what? We could not glue it and wait and see if we like it when it all comes down to it. Get rid of my sign. That's what we got so far. I know. Yeah, Robin, I think we could add a little bit of orange. I could have used orange pine here. It actually looks pretty cute when it's sitting like that, but we're not done. We're adding more. I know it covers part of the Halloween. I know, and it covers the book, and I know, but that's how Kelea designs, where things overlap. If everybody is in their own little plane, it makes me freak out. Freak out. Let me see if I have one more curly. Put one more curly in there. Y'all, it's really cute in person. I'm sorry that's not coming through on camera. Y'all hate my pumpkin. Alright, I've got candy corn. I've got green and black. I have some green and black balls that I brought. Let me find those. I do have... Nope, that doesn't work with it. Nope. Let me get my green and black. Green and black. Oh, I got some curly. Yeah. I need one more black and... I'd like one more black and green polka dot. Little curly. Thanks, Janet. I know, I'm weird. I'm weird, y'all know. You already know it if you're here. I'll show it to you when we're all finished and you can kind of see. Let's put some of these balls in. These are item number 56394, green black. Oh. It's okay, guys. I know. I respect your opinions. Either way, it's okay. We don't have to agree. It's no problem. Totally fine. The books, they came from, I keep getting the stores confused. These came from the At Home store. No, they didn't. Home Goods. Okay, I'm going to start to pop in some of these green balls. Kind of in front of the Happy Halloween. Maybe we'll do something different with these curls. Let me pull the curls out for a second. Alright, let's add some more green kind of coming over this way. That's cute. Let me glue that one in. I like that. You love the pumpkin, you just want it smaller. I know. I wish I had it a little smaller. Where we could do it, but I don't like the ghost pumpkin with it because it introduces the color white, and I just thought it was a little weird. In there. Hey, Carol. Good to see you. Now I'm going to put some of these balls back here with candy lollipops. Okay, y'all take a peek. I haven't glued it yet. Y'all, freaking cute. Big pumpkin's cute on there. I know we're covering up the book a little, but it's still really cute. Did I answer where the books came from? I'm sorry. Books came from Home Goods. Y'all should have a betting pool going on how many words I'm going to mess up a night. Especially after I've been live all dang day. Entertaining y'all. Having a blast. Having an absolute blast, though. Okay. I like that. I like my balls. I'm happy with that. Let's put some of these little curls in. Okay, I think I'm going to glue that pumpkin down. Make that decision official. Now I'm adding some of these in for my wispies curls. I'm going to put the pumpkin right here so you can still open this a little. I'm going to kind of, you know what, I'll bring it forward a bit where it's not touching the sign so much because it could just sit on the edge of this book. Okay. So I need to glue this side. I'm also going to put a little Gorilla Glue on the book. Sorry, Mr. Book. Covering you up a little bit. I get it, Robin. Totally get it. I did, Penny. Hey, Melinda. Glad you could come hang out with us in our Friday the 13th, celebration. Inspiration for all this fun Halloween. Okay. I'm going to bring it more forward so there's a little more spacing in there, which will probably make some of you guys happy. I'm glad you're here. Look at this thing. It's so cute so far. Okay, let's add some sparkle. Kimmy, I haven't called the pumpkin a watermelon, but you know I am. Now that you said it, Kimmy, thanks a lot. I gotta have some water, guys. Pardon me. Pardon me. That's so good. Oh, the glitter pick. You would ask now. 56394, green, black. Wait, that's not it. Hold on. Hold, please. More glitter picks. Oh, sugar. Oh, sugar. Oh, honey, honey. Okay. Glitter pick number 82509 HAL. 82509 HAL. Hi, Cheryl. Very good. I hope you rocked it in class tonight. And you're ready to blow up your Etsy. I'm excited. You're in there working hard. Hi, Shelly. Thanks, Melissa. Okay, I'm going to use 2 of these. We'll kind of break them down a little bit. Let's just put them kind of coming out from behind the candy. This is going to be so stinking cute. I'm going to want to keep it. I'm not going to want anybody to have it. It's going to be mine with my books. Look how cute. So that side's in. Let's put one on the other side. Very good, Cheryl. I love to hear that. I'm excited for you to start implementing and get it going on. Let's go on this other side. You're going to have to, Crescent. You're going to have to do this. We'll have to do the same thing for Christmas. Even if we can't find a book like this, we'll just have to figure out how to make our own type of pretend book somehow without too many steps. Let's put this in here. Let me look at it really quick. I need to probably move these curls around. Very cute. Very cute. Now I've got the polka dot picks. And I think I'm going to tuck those kind of coming in closer from behind that pumpkin in the front. Janet, I love those too. Sharing the skeleton couple, I may just keep them how they are. I may not really add them in something, but we'll see. You never know. If I have time, I will. So I'm thinking these are going to come kind of exploding out under each of the green balls in the front, okay? You did, Melinda, at Marshall's. Very good. That makes sense because we saw a lot at Home Goods too when we were at Home Goods. So I think they're kind of the same, part of the same company, aren't they? Okay, so that's coming out that side. Ah, so cute. And let's do one on this side where the book is. Jan, Home Goods has a Christmas book? Well, we got these there today. We'll have to be on the lookout for it. We're all over it if we see it. Okay. Yeah, I'm sure the real price of these is expensive. But we could do it when it was there, and it was, we had to put 2 books in here just to make this so fun and whimsical. Okay, let me look at it. Oh gosh, it's cute. Really super cute. Let me overlap these a little bit. Bring that forward. Okay, let's put in a couple of our little kitties that we got at Michael's. Here's what we're looking at right now. It's really super cute, guys. Really, really cute. And of course, the way we did it on the back, you can see the whole design on the back. So you could use this on a table and you could have like a whole nother like vignette going on in the back. Like, let's say this is on your table here, and on the back you've got skeleton couple chilling here. Here they are. I'll show you when I bring the camera up in a second what it would look like on this little table. And my little light up tree. How fun is that? Like, this could be going on the one side of your table, or your buffet, or your island, and that could be on the other. Oh, I'm loving it. I'm loving it way more than I thought I would. Okay, let's put the little kitties in, and then I will bring it up to show you it finished. It is super adorable. It's adorable. The construction, like the base, took just a little bit of time because we needed to get it strong. So these were Michael's, and they're really cute. We had look at that tail. So I thought we'd throw a couple of these in here just for the, you know, the witch and the spell effect here. Let's put this one in. Me and these dang tags tonight. I don't want the sticky tags. Linda, what you trying to say? I'm just getting, so cute! Thank you, so cute! Thank you, Linda. The setup was really good. I was worried you were having a stroke, Linda. I was like, oh no! So let's have one kitty kind of over here. I don't know how many we want to put in. Maybe we just want one. Let me put this one over here. So adorable. I'm going to have her kind of just sit in front of the pumpkin a little. So yeah, the Halloween's covered, but it doesn't matter. That's just typical how I would do it. I think we'll just do one kitty. Okay, let's bring it up. And you can get a much better angle on it over here in the studio. I think it's pretty cute. I'm going to sit her up on the shelf over here. So there was more books you could definitely choose from. I needed all of them apparently. I'll be excited for the Christmas books. Y'all, my bag of supplies is about to take me out. Okay. Let me scoot that over. Thanks, Kelly. Let's put this one up. And let me set her up here. I need to just hold her for you. I was hoping I could zoom in on her, but she's really cute. It's really cute. Oh, I can see a little bit here. I need to put a little bit more of the black garland to cover. But it's really cute, and it's all one. So if I want to take this to a craft show, I want to sell it on Etsy. No one has to worry about anything coming apart. It's all glued together. It's all one. They will look really cute on top of the books. Yeah. Stacy, this is a little tier tray that I just got at Home Goods. I would check there. They have all kinds. You can also check Kirkland's. They have some too. The skeleton couple will look great on the books. Will look really great. Thanks. I'm glad you liked. I think it turned out really, really super cute. And I bet it sells pretty quick at the shop because there's not going to be a lot of stuff like this. Isn't it cute? Really fun. And we could put all kind of different stuff in it. Load it up with whatever you want. You could have put the skeleton couple in there with some dark, let's see, what color does she have? Oh, some beautiful orange florals. Made a very fun floral arrangement. You could have done all kind of stuff. But I wanted to keep this, I like Halloween, but I like to be a little bit fun and candy. Right? Okay, I am going to call it a night, guys. I'm going to call it a night. It has been a really fun day with you. And you know I did all kind of more shopping, so I'm sure you'll see some of those items come up in our lives that we're doing around and the things we're making. I appreciate you guys hanging out with us all day. Thanks for being here. Come back tomorrow at noon. We have a Simple Saturday project coming out for you. You will enjoy a project you can make in under 30 minutes. And if you haven't got in on the Etsy class that for beginners, it's called the listing strategy, you can still sign up. It's there's another class tomorrow, the final class of the 3-day class, but everything's recorded, so you can go back and watch it. Go to CoachKelea.com to sign up for that. Oh, and Linda, I love that. Linda's going to be making her own 3-tier trades. I love it. You guys have a great weekend too. All right, have a great night. See you soon. Bye, y'all. Hi, Blue Burritos. Good evening. Welcome. I know it's kind of late, but I'm excited to be hanging out with you and making something beautiful. Y'all, we only have 2 more days to sign up for design school. So the time is now to get in, It's KeleasDesignSchool.com. We'd love to have you in our floral design class. And just to show you some extra special love right now, I'm going to make something beautiful. We're going to play with some fun Halloween stuff. I need to do a Halloween swag for the shop because someone is asking for one. So I thought we would do it. I'm going to pull up your comments, say hello. I'm not normally ever live this late, but we have been shipping all day. So I wanted to make sure we got back live with you. Let me get the video up. Okay, we generally send text when we're live, but when it's late in the evening, of course, we don't text you. Hi, Doris. Good to see you. Of course, if you're on the West Coast, it's not late, is it? So we're going to do kind of a simple, fun swag tonight that I think will be easy. Hi, Sue. Hi, Janelle. Great to see you guys. I'm going to start shaping this all up. In design school, we call that shaking hands. I'm going to take each piece and actually like manipulate it. It's not the fun part of designing, but you got to do it. You totally got to do it. Hi, Dora. Hey, Jennifer. Hey, Susan. Hi, Vicki. Good to see you tonight. This is a 30-inch black swag. And you guys, this late at night, we won't have any help here on the live. It'll be just us. So I'll call out some of the item numbers, but you know we'll text you out a supply list tomorrow sometime if you're on the text list. But this item number is 82297. This is the black color, 82297. Hi, Kathy. Hey, Brenda. I'm so glad you're here, Lily. We're going to have some fun. I have, you know, some of the Halloween stuff has just been getting here, and I just can't wait to play with all of it, including these really cool rhinestone pumpkins. So that is going to be our inspiration for this one. You too, Vicki. Christina, I know I'm up late. But I wanted to get this one made. I tell you what, I was so motivated after getting everything in, knowing we need more inventory for the store. It was like, okay, we got to make some more today, too. We do. Hi, Joanne. Hi, Nancy. Hey, Sandra. Hi, Melissa. Hi, Teresa. Okay, I'm doing good. You see I'm shaping it out? I still got a hole here. We're working through that right now. Keep going. Doesn't take too long. You know, if you have to do this and you're going to do several, especially if you just started working with the pine type stuff when you get into Christmas, you might want to wear gloves. Sometimes it tears up my hands at the beginning of the season, but I've been working with it a lot this year already, so we're getting to where we use these all year long. So this one's not tearing me up too bad. Thank you so much, Vicki. You love the booth setup at the Painted Tree. Thanks, Cindy. Me too. It's still a work in progress. Hopefully soon we're getting a little bit better with orders. I mean, we're still running behind. We have some new people coming in and helping. We had a crew this weekend. So hopefully I'm going to get a little bit of my life back. And if I do get to go antiquing, I love to get stuff for my booth. I'm going to take you guys along with us. Hi, Carlin. Christine and Karen. Christina, you get motivated to make a wreath again? Well, when the time is right, I'm sure you will. Whatever you're going through, I hope that it passes so you can enjoy this wonderful creative hobby that we do. We all do. Okay, I'm gonna put it up here. We got that part done. Ooh, something's biting me. Something's biting me. We can even put it up higher. Let me see how that is in the camera. We can put it up higher on the wreath board. All right. Come on, baby. There we go. I got it in. Now, hey, Georgie, what up with you? Y'all, I didn't even cheers you. I think a mosquito just bit me on the back of my leg, little booger. Cheers. Cheers with Dr. Pepper. Tell me what your cheers in with. Joanne, you needed the pumpkin supply list. If you just search supply list, it'll come up. It's ready now. If you're on the text list, we texted it out yesterday. You watched one of the classes today and now you have an idea for a Christmas swag and you're so excited? Yes. Yes, this is what it's all about. That is what design school's about. That if I'm not live on here and I'm not live in class, you could go to the portal and just go watch something that will inspire you anytime. And it's teaching you how to do it. I love that. Did get my trick or treat. Cindy, yes. Yes, I've got it set up to do a video with it. So I've got it there. Yes, it's very cute. Thank you. DP for you. Hi, Cheryl. Elena's here. Could you attach 2 pieces of garland? You could. You could. You just won't get the tapered effect. You'll have to kind of build that out. And this has a little bit stronger wire in the middle, but if you wanted to use a garland, you just need to beef it up through the middle and kind of weave it all around. Cindy's having wine. Gay's having peach wine. What? That's fancy. That is so fancy. All right. I'm going to start off. I know these pumpkins are going to kind of be in the middle for me. And then we're going to put a bow on there. So let's start off first. I know because they're going to be in there. But I'm going to knock out some of my back fillers first. Let me give you I'm going to give you the item numbers as we go along so you'll know. Your mom, you're there for Little Big Town. How lovely. What a fun trip. What a fun trip. That was Chris. That's awesome. Hey, Marcy. Aw, Cindy, you're welcome. Okay, these double-sided sprays, y'all, are item number 56534. This is the orange-black one. We're going to put those in first. Hey, Kim. You're having allergy medicine. Girl, I get it. I get it. Now I broke out in fever blisters, so, you know, it's getting me. Whatever it is, it's getting me. Hi, Melinda. It's not getting a break is what it is. Okay, I've straightened those out, and we're going to put these at the top. I'm going to bring it down for a second. We're going to work on the top first. But I think this could be really cute. I'm really loving the bright orange and black. I'm really loving it. So let me get this one in first. Y'all, and my glue pot just tried to kill me. It just tried to gas me out a minute ago. I was like, what is happening? What is happening here? If you could start smelling glue, you know something's wrong. You know it. Okay, first one in. Now I'm going to put one a little bit lower. I love that these have black stems, so they're just hiding right into our base here. You don't even see it. And I'm just using the wire of the pine to wire it in. Okay? And I'll grab it a few places so that if somebody picks it up by one of these curls, and they will, it won't come out. Fun time. Yeah, Anita. Fun time for sure. It's always a fun time when you guys are hanging out with me. I'm having fun. Okay, let's shape these. I like to open these a little because you want to see those polka dots inside. Is that what makes these super cute? I'm going to use 2 up and 2 down. So let me stretch them out a little bit. I'm kind of shaking hands with them. Hey, Sheila. Let me open. Let me see how cute. I love that. All right, bring it back up. Come on back up. You guys, if you're building your own, you don't need to move it around. I'm moving this for the camera. Okay, you just leave it alone. Unless it's more convenient for you working. If you get the wreath stand from us, it has the places where you can adjust the pegs, and then you can glue the peg in wherever you want it. So you have the options to work high or low, whatever works for you. Okay, I'm going to put this one in kind of right here about midway, and we'll wire it. And I'm not even cutting these. I'm just twisting to hold them. Let's put the, I love these, are so cute. All right, twist this one. Twist this one. So kind of like those of you who make mesh wreaths, you use that tie over and over. We're going to do the same thing on here. We are going to be using it multiple times. All right, if you guys have questions, y'all are so quiet tonight. Y'all are just chilling. Y'all are chilling in your jammies, I bet. I'm going to go lower with this one and bring it up right beside it. A little bit lower. So they're not matchy-matchy. This one kind of comes down the middle. And you can use these. This works really good for length as well. Like you want to come down more on the piece. I love that. Okay, so it's not really symmetrical. Misty, you need to go downstairs and work on a skull swag. Oh gosh, you got to get it done, huh? Customers waiting, Misty? That sounds fun. Oh, this Halloween was always so fun for me. Look at the ribbons I picked out to go in this one. Isn't that going to be pretty? It's going to be so pretty. This is going to be really kind of easy, but fancy. Because I'm easy. Easy like Sunday morning. Let me find the lollipops. Okay, we're going to put in some lollipops to make it kind of candy fun. This is 56574 SP16. And this is a lollipop pick. You guys' stuff is at Keleas.com. Okay? So if you're wondering where it is, that's where it is. I love them too. I love them too. All right, let me hold my pumpkins back up. If we're going to have pumpkins, we're going to have a bow. We're thinking something, you know, I want them a little off center. Something like this, a little bow action over here. I'm not sure yet. So I'm trying to see where I want these lollipops. Okay. Right into here. I think right into there. Hi, Connie. Thank you, Elena. Elena. I want to send you something special. That's Elena Lovelace. Elena, email info@Keleas.com. We got something special for you. Oh. Margaret, this is a black 30-inch pine swag. Item number 82297BK. Yes, honey. Did you try to scare me, honey bunny? Honey bunny, I cannot be scared. I work with scary crafts for a living. You cannot scare me.
There you go. A little bit of theming for you.
Sorry, guys. I'm coming over to the side here for a second. I'm covering it up.
A little bit of theming for you.
Theming? Oh, thank you, dear. That's nice and creepy. I like it. I like the creep factor you just added.
Plug in.
Muy bien, Richardo.
Add some creepiness to it.
Okay, that looks really good right there.
Witches and goblins are working all night.
Oh, Sue, don't let it expire. Make sure you keep an eye on it just in case it has an expiry date. If you guys ever win a coupon or something from us, make sure you watch the date. Get a gift card. I don't want to hear you fussing, but we can only let them hang out there so long. Right, Manta? It is fun. This is so much fun. All right, I'm going to go opposite and kind of come down this way. Coming into this part of the swag. I'm kind of staggering these a little bit. I'm going to actually have to trim these as they're a little bit too long. Let me get the cutters. Let me get the cutters. Y'all, if y'all didn't see this pumpkin video, we did that on Saturday. It was a lot of fun. Sylvia, I'm glad you're here. I hope you're getting inspired to make something beautiful. I'm going to try to turn back on the glue pot, y'all. See how it... I turned it off because it just was loco. Alright. See what happens. See what happens. Okay. These are going in at an angle into here. So I've got a little glue going on, but I'm really wiring them with all the tines that are built in here. Just use them. And I want a little separation on these lollipops. All right. Now it's pumpkin time. It's pumpkin time. Janelle, did you like the pumpkin? So the bloom box I showed today is already sold out. You can't get that one. So you'll be getting the next collection. So that's why I encourage you to sign up ahead of time, because a lot of people see those boxes and then they want them, but when I show them on the video, they're sold out. So sorry. Oh, Linda, thank you. I love him too. My mom was fussing at me because I told her I was going to keep him. She's like, "Oh Lord, oh Lord, you gotta keep everything." I'm like, "Yeah, I gotta keep a lot. I like it, Mom. When I get tired of it, we can sell it, right? We gotta make our places pretty." Hi, Ramona. Great to see you. Good evening. I totally loved your picture you sent. We used it. I love, love, love it. Thank you for doing that for me. I loved your smile in there. Y'all, I asked for some of the design school students if they'd pose with one of their wreaths so we could use it for marketing, and Ramona did. It was so nice. Okay, I'm going to stand a little bit in front of the project for a second to kind of... Can you see it? Oh, you can see it. I'm going to use floral pens. I'm going to use the pine, but I got to put several pieces in to hold this really good. I love this beautiful orange against the black. It's just so pretty. So the nice thing is when you work with foam pumpkins, you have the ability to kind of control where they're going to go and how they're going to lay, just with pins and wires, and get them in there. All right, so I've got my first two pins in. I like that so far. Kind of this guy going to the side. Thanks, Tony. Linda the skeleton. No, he's not for sale. He's mine. He's mine. I taught my class how to make him, though. Maybe one of my lovely students will make one for you. Hi, honey. What are you doing?
I don't know yet.
Honey Bunny worked so hard today, Bella. We both did. It was an epic day of accomplishment, wasn't it?
We got a lot of orders out.
We did get a lot of orders.
And we're going to keep knocking
And we got
it
a
down.
lot ready for tomorrow.
Yeah.
And our help's coming tomorrow. Hold on, my glue dry before I could get in there. So the exciting thing is, as we get our help more trained, we will have the ability to knock them out faster.
Yes, we're going to.
That's the goal.
We'll hopefully start catching up with y'all.
I know. So you don't have to be waiting on us anymore.
I don't know.
I might have to just I think I'm going to put a wire in here. For some reason, this felt on the back of this one.
Why don't you put it in first and then...
I'm gonna put a wire.
Oh, okay. Or take an awl and
Yeah.
put it in, and then you can put it in.
I could do that too. I could put the owl.
I know, I'm terrible. I'm giving you advice.
You can. That's a good tip. I'm not.
Take an awl and figure out where your two holes are.
Honey Bunny wants me to use an awl, and I can do that.
And then it will...
It shouldn't be so complicated, but we can do that.
And then when you put it in...
Aw, thank you, Ramona. Me too. I love our community. So thank you for your support. Always. Always. I appreciate it. I love hanging out with you guys and creating. It's so much fun. Alright, let's put this one in. Get it in there nice and tight. Tomorrow morning, everyone's going to wake up and be like, "We missed your live." Wow. They'll be all kind of, "Why'd you go to live so late?" Christina, you think Honey Bunny needs to make a wreath? Well, you know what? Over the years, he's helped me make many. He used to help me prepare for shows. He would cut. He would make bases. So yeah, Honey Bunny has been a big part of our business. You may not realize, but I could not do all this without him. He's a big part of the computer part. He's a big part of lots of different things around here. And he does it all without saying a word. He's really a great guy. Okay, I got that one. I'm going to try to get these up a little bit higher. Right now they're secured in, but I want them a little bit higher, and I'm going to wire them further back. Get them more stable. Coming down here. Yes, you, mister. I might have to use that. I got that one. I'm determined. Now I'm going to be able to hold that up. So it might take you a few pins to get it where you want it, but yes. Yes. Isn't that looking cute already? We haven't even done much. It's looking cute. Sheila, you were rearranging your craft room. And you're getting more hooked on the florals, right? It's like you catch the vibe, huh? I got it. Well, Evelyn loves like lives. Aw. Thank you, Evelyn. I'm so glad you love that. I really, really enjoy teaching our design school students every week. It's just such a pleasure. And I love teaching the technique and the design. And then I love seeing what you guys do. And the best thing is when you tell me you sell it. So I can't wait on Tuesday in our class for me to talk to you guys about what's sold at the shop. You will just die. It's so funny. Thanks, Tony. Hey, Vanessa. Good to see you. Glad you're here. Let me zoom in on this, right on the center there. That's looking so pretty. Okay. So I'm going to keep working with these so I feel like they're stable. Because the last thing you want is, like if you sell your pieces, you don't want your customer to have their piece flopping around unless it's supposed to be moving. So for me, these pumpkins need to be stable. They're pretty good. I'm going to put one more on the back of this side. Oh, thanks. Thank you. I'm so glad. Yeah, it's a little hard to fake this at right at almost 10 o'clock at night. You either love it or you don't. You do or you don't. My glue wasn't acting up tonight. It wouldn't be such a problem. I guess it's time for a new glue pot. I've been saying that for 2 months. Gina, you can't wait till Tuesday's class? Yay! Yay! I'm excited. Yeah, on Tuesday, that's the last day new students can join also our class. And I'm going to be doing a little series on some simple designs for beginners. That way, anybody who's brand new can really get some help with new designs. And then the nice thing is, with the older students is a lot of times they need simple designs to fill up their Etsy shots to get ready for their craft shows. So it's kind of a win-win. So I'm excited about that. I think we're going to have a lot of fun. So I punched my holes back here, and now I've got to figure out where I punched them. There we go. Got it. Okay, so I put maybe like 3 pins in each one, and I feel like that's nice and stable. Okay, I'm going to need to tie a bow. I'm not sure exactly how we're going to do it, but let's put some tails in, or we could do 2 funky bows. That would be fun. Let's do that. Let's do that real quick. Let me see if I can get the camera down a little bit. I'm going to tie a bow right here. Y'all, I tie bows on Wednesdays for instructional, so you can always catch a Wednesday bow video. Let me grab the last one. I got an idea for this little pumpkin swag. I got an idea. All right. We're going to do 2 funky bows. I really want to use this 4-inch ribbon right here because it's got the Harlequin. Gina, that is freaking me out. I'm not ready for October at all. Linda, what time on Wednesdays? Bow Wednesdays at 7 o'clock Central Time. Every Wednesday. Okay, hopefully you can kind of see me over here making the bow. But I'm making a couple of bows real quick, so give me a second to do that. Hey, Sylvia, good evening. Sylvia, you up late making... How's the house coming from the hurricane? Are we all getting back to normal some, or is it still a work in progress? Okay. I'm just over here tying to the side real quick. I'm going to do 2 funky bows. I'm going to put that 4-inch harlequin in the back. How's the steak coming, honey bunny?
Waiting on you.
Marinating it?
No,
WK, huh? Richard tells me WK, and that means waiting on Kelea. That's what that means. And for Kaya, too. Dora, I do need to get the new one now. I do. Honey Bunny ordered me one on Amazon, but he ordered this little guy. He didn't realize it was so little. That glue pot.
Oh, yeah.
It's like a baby one, which is cute, but I'm like, well, this is cute for a rookie. I need a bigger one. Okay, let me cut this one. I'm making bows over here in the corner. Bows in the corner. Right? Oh my gosh, the wedding is coming? Misty, we haven't had dinner yet. Misty, we just got home from the warehouse about an hour ago. It's a little bit cray-cray. Our lifestyle's a little cray-cray. We're living like no one else now, so later we can live like no one else. I've been saying this for a year and a half now. Gina, you're not ready either. Well, good. That makes 2 of us. Totally makes 2 of us. I get it. All right. Cutting. I'm dovetailing. Didi, you have that baby glue pot? Well, that works. I mean, it works. I like to put big, gigantic things in my glue pot. So it would irritate me if I couldn't easily put things in there. You know, I'm just a creature of habit. I like it big. I just like it that way. I don't know. Too many years doing it that way. I'm not changing now. This bow is gonna be so cute. This is a great idea. I'm excited about this. Alright, so far it's a 1-2 recipe. Those of you who are blue merinos and bohos, you know what we're talking about. Okay, I'm going to open up this one. This ribbon here is 58002-0901. This one is X332004. This one is X970540. Those are our 3 ribbons I'm using in here. Y'all, all the supplies are on Keleas.com. Our design school class is KeleasDesignSchool.com. And we're on the countdown for sign up. You weren't ready for summer, and now summer's over, right? That's so much. It goes quick, doesn't it? We're gonna have to make 2 bows, but let's make sure I like this one first. Hi, honey bunny. You just keep coming in, coming out.
Alright.
You just coming in my zone. Coming in the blue.
Fire.
I'm officially loco tonight. I have crossed the line.
I've been fighting those fire things.
You've been fighting fire ants? Y'all, the fire ants have moved
buggers
into the backyard. And one of them bit me on my little pinky toe. My little pinky toe was like revolting. It made a little blister and a pus pocket in there. That's a little TMI, but it was not fun.
It is.
Missy, how do you purchase the ribbon? It's on Keleas.com. I've got a sign here somewhere. Keleas.com. If you are on our text list at Text Kelea, we'll send you out a link with all the supplies we used on this project tomorrow. So you won't have to search for anything. Bless you, honey bunny. Look how cute. Isn't it cute? It's cute. You do too, Elena, the fire ants? Yeah. No good. Not good. They hurt. Fire ants are no good. Okay, what am I going to put in the middle? I'm going to put, this is such a cute bow. I'm going to cut a piece of Harlequin down since we need to have 2 bows anyway. I really want to run that down the middle. That'll be pretty. Hi, good evening to you too, Linda. Linda, I did get my Happy Mail. I haven't opened it yet. So, I was going to open all the Happy Mail at one time and show all the goodies. Oh, thanks, Susan. All right, I'm going to fold this over the center. Y'all, once again, Wednesdays, you can watch me make bows to your heart's content. I've been doing it 3 years, lots of videos on Bow Wednesday, lots of videos. I like that in the center, the black and white. Okay, so we got 2 bows. We're going to have a low bow and a high bow. Low bow, high bow, high bow. I'm going to fluff it out. Let's decide if we want it to be the low bow. Oh, it's so cute already. Here's the high bow. Do you want to be the high bow or the low bow? How cute. What if we just do a high bow and then we do some tails coming out over here? And it will look like the bow like flows under the pumpkins. What do you think? Can I get some thumbs up or some hearts? I tell you what, give me hearts if you like that idea. Give me thumbs up if you want me to do 2 bows. Let's see what you think. Well, I get a drink of Dr. Pepper. Linda, absolutely. I figure there's a surprise in there, Linda. Considering I thought I only ordered earrings. It's a large box. Thanks, Susan. Okay. Oh, I think we're going to do the tails. Okay. All right, let's try that idea. If I don't like it, we can always just take and redo it. No big deal. Let's come up here and kind of tuck this in this area. Let me zip tie it on first. Let me trim that tail off. And then I'm going to maneuver it however I want it to be, lower or higher. Bring it down a little bit right here. Ooh, that's cute. Oh, this is real cute, y'all. Okay. So now we're going to boot a little tail section here. Maybe we'll do like a little loop-de-loo or something. Here we go, loop-de-loo. Here we go, loop-de-loo. Let's get our 4-incher out. Tony, yeah. Carlin, yeah. I think so. High bows and tails. I'm making up new songs for y'all. Let's layer a couple of the ribbons because I think they'll be pretty. Let's layer this with the stripe on top. And let's do kind of like a little roller coaster flying in there. Do we want to do all 3? Let's see how all 3 looks. Let's give it a go with 3. Okay. I'm going to have them, I'll dovetail them when we get done in a second, but I'm going to make my own little cluster here, just kind of by pleating that. And I'm going to tie it with a cable tie. Linda, man, I just switched on, Linda. Very, very switched on. I'm super loopy because I'm tired tonight. So, yeah, Linda, I'm brilliant. Gayla, where did I get my Halloween shirt? This is from Amazon. Amazon. They had some really cute Halloween shirts. Really reasonable since I need so many different shirts for videos. Because you guys can't tell the video apart if I'm wearing the same thing. So we try to do it. Cece, we do have the black swag. It's available on Keleas.com. It's item number 82297. 82297. Okay. So I want this to give the appearance that it's coming from that bow. So the way we're going to do that is we're going to put that way up high in there. I'm going to put a little glue in it. We'll tuck it way back there. Oh, Karen, if you get on our text list, we texted out the whole supply list for this. And we'll do the same thing with this project tomorrow. And then you won't have to find anything. You can just click and buy. Oh, I love it too. I love it too. It's actually been pretty easy. So far, so good. All right, glue going in. Be real careful when you're going in a tight area with hot glue. It's a great way to burn the tar out of yourself. All right, I'm making sure I'm grabbing it with plenty of the pine. All right, and I really want this to kind of lay all together and have a little bump right here. So I'm going to gather it one more time. And I'll grab that with the cable tie. And then I will also take and tie that into the wreath. So when I'm in design school teaching, teach similar to what you're seeing here, but what I would also be doing is talking about the principles that we're using when we're creating this design and how we can replicate it with different materials and different transition points. So I love teaching so you can come back and do it again. You don't have to make the exact thing you're seeing here, but you can learn the techniques to be able to do it over and over. Dovetailing hurts my brain every time I have to cut those. It hurts my brain, yes it does. So I want to layer these, I want to stagger them, but I want them all to be dovetails so they lay out pretty. I like that. Don't cut your finger. I did something wrong on that one. Let me try again. There we go. Alright, let me take a look at what we got so far. I love that. Let me pull this down just a little bit lower. I'm up a little high there for that roller coaster. Of course, I tied it in really good. I just need to come down just a hair. Let's come there. Yes, that's better. Much better. I love how it brings our eye from that side to this side. Now, I've got a little harlequin to pop in to pop a little bit more out. Oh, it's looking beautiful, isn't it? Now, this item, I think I got the last two. So it's going to be sold out. But we're going to pop this in, coming out right up here near the pumpkin to make it nice and whimsical. A little bit more in the foreground. There you go, buddy. Get on in there. Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Roller Coaster. I'm going to spread those out a little. And one more at the top. Me too. I'm loving it too. I can't wait to see what you guys make next week. Starting off your week strong. I hope you are feeling creative. Now over here I've got the bow to work with too, but I'm just going to kind of tuck in right next to the bow so it kind of comes outside those pumpkins. Also, let me move back up to the top here. Yay! To me too. Me too. I like the lines on this one. A little bit different. So we could go up above the bow or we can go right in here. I think this is I'm going to go right beside it. And then we will take and let me wire it in. Then we can fluff and work that bow around it. So in class, I'll talk about breaking the plane, how I like things to not look like they're on the top, but they're worked in amongst everything else. And that's exactly what we're doing here. I don't want this to look like it's just, oh yeah, just stuck in there. I want this to be in the front plane of the wreath, where the ribbon is in the back plane right now, or kind of the middle plane, and those are in the back of the plane. And you can manipulate them any way you want. But how cute is that? How cute! Oh my gosh, it turned out so super cute, y'all. I totally love it. It's totally worth spending some time with y'all tonight doing this. This is a super fun project. Really just easy putting components together and knocking it out. You know what? If I had a third one of these, I probably would shoot it kind of coming out here, but I only had 2 left. So we're going to go with this a little bit, just kind of popping in the front. I really like that. Hey guys, it's Kelea here, and man, you might think garlands are just for Christmas, but guess what? They're not. Our colored garlands will let you use them for any season. You're going to see how easy they are to create a base for your very own swag. We're going to make so fast and easy, and I hope you enjoy it. So come on in, let's get started. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share wherever you're watching, because it really helps us grow, and we can make more videos like this for you. And this is going to be a little cute little witch swag, and I'm going to show you how to make this really fast and easy. It's one of the things I love to do, just break it down simple, but make it so cute and unique. We started off with the cute little witch's boots, which you just love these guys because they're like kicking up their heels. Isn't that precious? And we've got a matching hat. Of course, she needs a hat and all kind of fun balls. You're also going to need a spray, of course, that has a lot of motion and activity. And I like this one. It's got all the great colors of Halloween. We'll be using the black garland like I talked about. Y'all know all these supplies are available on Keleas.com. And if you need the kit, just let us know in the comments. And we will get you the link to the kit, too, so you see everything that's involved in this. Then you're going to pick one ribbon. I picked the orange Happy Halloween. I just think it's precious. It's got a lot of cute little glitter and webs, and I like that check on the side. Isn't that fun? It's really cute. That's going to be our ribbon. Let's get our base started off, and then we'll tie our bow in just a minute. This is about a 2-foot section of the garland, and all I did was take and cut it. So you can see right here I cut it with some wire cutters. You guys can do the same type of thing for Christmas or fall. We're going to use this as our base. And so, as I would say in design school, our design school opens up twice a year, so you can get on the wait list there where I teach you the principles of floral design and help you become a better designer. So you can not just follow tutorials, but you can learn and start to do your own designing. You can find out more information about that at KeleasDesignSchool.com and get on the wait list. But I always tell my students we need to shake hands. And so that's what we're doing right now. We're like shaking hands with each spray. On here, each of these pine tines, as they call them, and we want to make sure they are flat and spread out. So it creates this great little base for our swag, okay? Once I do that, the next thing I want to do is make my hanger. And the easiest way to do that is just flip this over. Take 2 of these pine tines that won't mess up your design too much, like these 2 would work great. And make a little ring, okay? Make it kind of towards the top, but not at the very top, because we don't want it to show. And you see here, I've made a little ring, and that'll be my hanger. This is not going to weigh anything, but we need just a little built-in hanger, and we're good to go. Now let's turn that around. So that's my top where the hanger is. This will be my bottom right here. You're going to find out how easy these are to work with. This is awesome. Grab your leggies. They're going in next. The only tools you're really going to need is you'll need some wire cutters. We might need to cut a few things. Or some scissors for our ribbon, of course. So I like for the boots to be kind of kicking up. And just be a little bit shorter than the end of the garland. I want the garland to be almost the longest thing. So I'm going to lay that here and just leave the support wire on. I don't need to change that at all. Okay, I'm just setting it there. All right, next step, get our hat. Bring our hat over, and I'm going to fluff all this out. So shake hands once again and spread the sections of the hat out. It's got 3 little sections. Just have to be careful because you don't want to pull those balls off. So kind of wiggle it. We don't want to lose any of those balls. Those are adding all that dimension. But you can see I've separated them out, spread them apart, and I'm going to run them down. They're overlapping. So there's our hat, and you can bend it like that, and there's her legs. Now she won't have a face. we'll have that bow that we talked about right here in the middle. And I've just got them overlapping. Now I'm ready to go ahead, as soon as I think I'm happy with the spacing, then I will take and do one crisscross here in the middle, okay? I'm gonna add our balls next, and after the balls are in, that's kind of our color and our pizzazz. After those are in, we'll trim these stems, or we'll hide those stems. They're all black, so they're camouflaged in there. Now here's our balls, and I'm gonna add this a little bit lower than the legs, okay, because I want that to pop out just right at the bottom of the swag right there. And I'm going to take one and bend it up, because I want one to come up here and be the party at the top, and these will be opposite. Okay, now I need to secure that one, so I just crisscross. You don't even have to use cable ties on this, it's so easy. All right, how about come down to the bottom, and let's do one more crisscross down here to support this one. Beautiful. And we're going to have a bow, so don't worry about anything through here. Let's come to the top, and I am going to trim these a little at the top that are, that one was coming off the legs, and then I'm going to trim the other one coming off the balls. I have to leave the other. I don't want to cut off any of these fun little wispy parts at the top. I want to leave those. So we'll just bring that off, and I'm going to take and crisscross these. And once again, I'm crisscrossing just to hold the wires so I don't have to use any more support pieces. This is how you're going to make these, like, you're going to go to town on these. These are great for craft shows, guys. Simple things like this, you don't have to charge as much for, because they aren't going to take you long to make. And they're super cute, because you're starting off with premium products that you can get from us at Keleas.com, and you don't have to add as much. Okay, that part's done. Now let's add the magic of a bow. And you could put any kind of bow you want, but you know we're going to put in the Happy Halloween one. So I'm going to pull this aside for a second. Come here, buddy. Our witch is soaring off to the side. I'm going to grab my scissors. You're going to need some cable ties. Oh, we got to wipe up just real quick. We got a glitter fest. Now, grab your Easy Bow Maker. And we're going to make a really simple bow. Okay? You can decide your length by taking your swag. Yep, excuse me. Bringing another ribbon with me. Here's my swag. And I want to decide how long I want my tails to be. Just take your ribbon right up to it. This is where the bow is going to sit. And if I want it to be a little bit longer, I'm just going to measure from the center of where the bow is down to the bottom of the swag. And that'll be my length. So I'm going to make it just a little bit longer at 20 inches. Each project's going to vary depending on what size of legs you're using. And but for this project, the 20 works for perfect. So I just twist that. Oops, excuse me, ribbon. Don't come off my roll. All right. Now I'm going to go at 6 inches, because this isn't a really big witch. I'm going to twist and twist. When you get back to the center, hold it in the middle. You guys know I do Bow Wednesdays every Wednesday on our Facebook page, where you can interact live with us. So no matter where you're watching this right now, if you want to come out live, ask questions, get help on your bow making, that's the place to be, okay? All right, 6 inches. We're going to do 3 loops, okay? 3 beautiful loops. Isn't that pretty? Come over here, 6 inches, and then I scrunch it when I get back to the front. And I'm going to cut these at the same angle on each side. Down and down. Beautiful. Now I'd like to add just one more little set of tails and loops. So I'll make this one just a little bit shorter, probably like a 16-inch tail. And I'll cut that at that same angle. I like the angles to match on each side of your bow. These were at 6. I'm going to come down to 5 now. 5 inches, twist. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. 5 inches over here, and twist. We're just doing 2 loops. This is it. So this recipe for this bow, if you're a real blue merino and you know what we're talking about, this is a 3-2 recipe. 3-2, starting at 6 and then at 5. Scrunch that last loop and bring those down. Okay, our bow is done. We're going to pull it off the bow maker. So I'll just put a cable tie right underneath. Put a finger on top and gently pull that up. Get some pressure, but don't have it too tight. I'm going to rotate that to the back, and we're just going to fluff this right up. Spread these out. How cute is this? I love simple Saturday projects, guys. I think they just give you quick wins, so you cannot feel intimidated, especially if you're new, or if you feel like you need to fill up your Etsy shop. You guys know I teach Etsy over at Makers University. These projects are fun and easy, and you can get that shop filled up right away with stuff that's different. Not like your everyday wreath. It's a little bit different and more fun. Okay, there's our bow. And if you want to add a piece to the center, you can. I'm just going to camouflage mine with a little bit of the tinsel when we put it in the swag. So let's grab it back. Oh my gosh, oh, this is so super cute. This little guy is sweet as can be. She's turned out even better than I expected. I'm going to pop her right in the middle, and we're going to use that cable tie. Oh my gosh, she's so precious. She is really so precious. I'm going to get this tight, and I'm going through the hole in the cable tie. I'm trying to. Get in there. Yeah, get in there. No wobbling, baby. You got to get in there. Okay, got it. Trimming that off. Now I want to grab, remember I talked about grab a little of that tinsel and just come right through the center of the bow, and you can just camouflage your cable tie. Perfect. Now I would do a little work on my tails before I would call it done. I'll take my longer tail and we'll run it right down the back. I think that looks pretty in the dimension. That's something I teach in design school a lot, is we've got to have dimension. We've got to break the plane of the other elements in our piece. It's real important to do that. I take this and give it a curl. Look at there. This is pretty. I mean, I know the witch she'd be cackling. Isn't she precious? She's so precious, and we made the cutest little swag. She's about 24 inches long, and she's just full of goodness. Guys, this is a great project. I can't wait for you to try your own. Don't forget, there's lots of uses for greenery and garlands. And even though this is a Christmas garland that's in a black color motif, you can also do something like this with elves. I'm sure we'll do something later in the season with fun little pieces like this. All right, I'll see you next time, Bloomerinos. Bye, guys. Oh my gosh, Bloomerinos, are you getting into the season of creating all the spooky things for your home? Maybe you're like me and you want to have a cute theme going that's not too scary. And that's what we're going to do today. We're going to make a really simple swag. And this one is great and easy. We've done stuff like this for other seasons, but this is the first time I've done one for Halloween because we have this really cool black glitter twig base. It's all artificial and it's ready to go, but it's one of those things you want to really see the cool twigs. You don't want to cover it up too much. What we've done is we've created a really funky, fun bow for the swag, and we have the video. If you don't know how to make bows, you need help with that, we'll walk you through step by step how to make this bow. We've got that available for you too. We'll link it below. And then we're going to use these cute candy corn picks. And I picked these out specifically because, of course, they have the beautiful colors like we used in the ribbons in the bow. But the neat thing is they have this fun texture, but they're wispy. And they have a black stem, so it's going to coordinate really great with the swag base. So let's take this now and let me start to create our design. Now, a lot of times we have to do so much, placement. You've got to learn so much to put something in something, but this time is an exception. You guys are going to love this one. So literally what I want you to do is just shake hands with your piece, and that means just spacing everything out with your pick. And that's important because you want it to look really fun and whimsical. And I'm going to lay that down here, and I'd like that to kind of come out of midway to 2/3 way of the base here. And so you don't have to do a whole lot, but I like to kind of intermingle it a little into the twig, like pull the twig out, put those behind, so there's a little dimension. Doesn't have to be a ton, but a little bit. So I just did that really easily. Don't cut anything yet because we're not sure exactly how we're going to put the bow. Now I've got to shake hands with the other side, and so get these white glitter picks up. You want those to be moving around, and this I want to come out of the top. So somewhere about here. That way that kind of camouflages the hanger, and everything is really going to look super cute with the bow at the top. Now once I'm happy with that, I might shift it up just a little bit. It doesn't have to go too much. But I think that's fun. And then our bow will just go in the middle. So the first thing you want to do is cut these to where they have an overlapping section, but we don't need a whole bunch of extra wire. Now you want to hold on with any good wires like this because there may be another project to use these in. Hold on to them because they're really nice and great to use for other deals. We've got some black cable ties, which means we won't even have to hide them. They'll mix right in and disguise. So I'm going to come right here in the middle and I'm going to attach those to the base. That easy. Oh my gosh, if you wanted to whip some of these out for a craft show, it's super cute. So basically a couple of picks and a bow. It's because you're starting with this really cool base that is so whimsical and fun. What do you think? What do you think? So far, so good. Now let's put on our bow that we already made. Like I said, oh my God, this is so fast and so cute. These would be great to put on your sconces at the front door. You could make some ribbon hangers to make them hang down lower if you need to get below a light fixture. This is too fun, y'all. Okay, I'm attaching this with a cable tie also, and then we'll get in there and cut that one off. This one had a green cable tie, but you're not going to see it anyway. It's all in the back. Look how cute. Look at there. We got our curls. Now, if you wanted to add a little more fun and ribbon, you could. You could put ribbon hangers at the top to hang them, like I said, down from sconces. I thought it would be so cute to make this just a little bit scarier by adding in a couple of hands trying to grab our candy. So we're going to grab a cable tie and pop those into where they will be tucked in, kind of grabbing at our candy. So the first one I'm going to use up here at the top and just slide it under where the other one was. And I'm going to give it a good bend so it can have some, a little bit of movement. Oh, yes, look at that. So it's kind of coming right up the top of the bow right here. And then let's take the second one and we can make this kind of go in the other way, kind of coming into here. Now this one I'm going to tie on separately. So how about like right there? And now not only is it cute candy, but the hands are making it a little bit more creepy to go with the vibe of creepy vine in the background, the glittery vines. I'm going to tie that on really tight so it holds, and I'm trying to tuck that under the bow so you don't even see it. And we're going to be able to use just one cable tie. I think that'll work great. Now all you got to do is fluff out this ribbon just a little bit, push that behind. You're not even going to see that attachment, please. And oh my gosh, how cute is that? So we took it from cutesy to a little bit more creepy, but not that much creepier, right? Isn't that cute? I love it. So put the hands in there, pop them in, just if you want a little more creepy vibe. I think that would be adorable as well. All right, so make sure you grab a spot on our text list, Flimmerinos. If you haven't yet, text us VIP to 832-734-5201 so you never miss another video. We're gonna make the cutest swag eyes on pine vase that is only 24 inches long. But don't worry, we're going to come way off of it and we're going to design beautifully right on top of an economical piece just like this. We've got an entire supply list ready for you. Just let us know if you need it. It will also be in the description of this video. We are going to be using a couple of ball picks. We're going to use 3 of these purple, orange, and black. They are just excellent to use for Halloween. Of course, we got our cute little witch's head. We're going to be using this one. And her legs. Her legs are going to go in there too. They're scrawny, but they're perfect for this look. Oh, and 2 ribbons. We're going to use some ribbons that have all those colors because we'll be making a pretty bow to go in. I have taken and flattened out the swag base. So these are 24-inch swag base, which are kind of smaller than you're used to using if you're designing a lot. But they're perfect for things where you don't even care if this part shows. We just want this to be our support for the whole design. We're going to take these pieces and we have already shaped them up, or as I'd say in design school, we've shaken hands with them, and we have spread them all completely out. And what we're going to do is we're going to start to lay them on the base, and we want them to come way off. We don't even want to see the pine. By the time we get a lot of our supplies in here, we want that to kind of disappear. So I'm going up high that way and just crisscrossing them, and we're going to make them into somewhat of a little bit of a triangle pattern. And when you do that here, you'll see that they all intersect right here in the center. And that's where you're going to want to get a cable tie and tie them on tight to the base. So I'm not even going to use glue yet. I'm just going to cable tie this in right to the middle. So get that nice and tight. Okay, and now this is all nice and stable. And guess what I can do? I can manipulate all these pieces however I want, all right? And use them to shape out with all of that dimension and movement. That really matters in the final look of your piece. So I'm gonna cut this off, and what you wanna do go around is cut off any of these wires that are just kind of overextending and we don't need them. We need them at that crisscross point, but then any of these other pieces can just come right out. Okay, now this little piece here I'm also going to trim off because it's going to be hidden behind her head, and you know what, it'd be much more effective if we could use it up a little bit higher here. So anything that will be hidden by another main piece you're going to put in, just kind of take them, cut them out, and glue them right where they are. Just make them a little bit longer. So I just glued that into the pine, and I like to give it a little twist around, just a little more support there. This one also here will be covered, so I'm going to pull it out and we'll hold it off to the side and we'll bring it back to the foreground. So let's get the head in because that's going to be something that's taking up a lot of space. She's got this really cool hair. We're going to split the hair down the middle. All right, and I'm going to put her in off to the side with her hair on either side. That way I can make sure that hair is going to get shown really pretty above the bow and not just be hidden all up. So I just separated it out. I also have glued her hair, not her hair, but her hat just back just a little bit so we can see her eyes really good. Now she is going to go off to the, kind of off to the left because I want her to be a little bit off center right here. Pull her hair off to the sides. Now I want to go ahead and mount her right here. So I'm going to grab a cable tie also, and we're going to tie her in right on the back of her head right here. Okay, so just cut a little slits into the, it's kind of feltish, so it's really easy to just trim into that material, and it doesn't, not heavy at all. And you can see how I've just gone through her head. Now I'm going to take and just flip this around, and we're going to cable tie this to these pieces that we have right behind here of pine, and we'll have a nice secure placement of her head. I'm going to get that nice and tight, and she's just going to go shoot off to the left, which is perfect. And then her hair will come down later, but right now I'm just going to keep it out of the way because it's one of the cutest things we've got going, but I don't want to get it all mixed into the pine yet. Okay, so her head's in, her cool picks are going on behind her, and now we're ready to get her legs in. I love these kind of projects because they do go quickly. They're fun to make. So her legs, they're going to go in here. We want them on the same angle as her head, so she doesn't look like her legs are totally. So I'm going to kind of just come right here where her other pieces were. Let me trim it down a little bit. So we're going to put this right in that same area, and I'll cable tie her little legs in also. Right in there, and let me grab another cable tie and we'll put them in. See how cute? Now, after that, we're going to be putting in the ball sprays, which make it so easy to kind of get all those balls put in this piece easily. Now look, take and bend her legs up funny, get them going cute, let her kick them up. Yeah, isn't that cute how her feet are going over here? Look at that. And this bow goes right into her body here, and her hair is going to come in around it. You see how cute she is already? So keep that in mind. That's where the bow is going. We've got to add those balls in, okay? Now we have this line going of her legs, kind of from her head this way. We've got this line going with all these balls here. So now we're going to add this in, kind of working against that. And we want these to work opposite right here. So once again, you're going to make another cluster. When you're doing these little cluster designs, they go very quickly. So I'm going to take and trim both of these down. And we're going to add a cable tie in between to secure them. This one, we're going to go opposite each other and go right here. Okay, and you see here, I'm going to bring that hair down like I talked about. Bring it down a little bit. Put the balls right there. Ah, so cute. Now, get this tight. And we want to attach this to that same center section where we're putting everything else. So we'll have our 2 ball sprays going right over the legs and all the other pieces. So it makes it super strong here in the middle. Very easy to do, but nice and strong. Okay, go opposite. Cute. And everybody's wire, remember, so you'll be the hero when this is done. Okay, that's in. Now, before we even fluff up, what I want you to do is put the bow in. So one more cable tie in that same zone right here, a little bit below her chin. Hey, that works great. Then I get some balls above and some balls below her chin. Go in under, put the bow in. Now you can angle that bow kind of like to match her hat and her legs. So that's going this way. So I would suggest doing that too. Just give it a bit of a twist and bring them down. Okay, now let's get that tied again. We got to get it in there tight so we can get it on. Isn't she cute? And you're going to be shocked how really stable she is and well constructed, as opposed to just gluing and poking pieces in. We've got a really nice strong swag that you're going to be proud to hang on your door or to sell in your Etsy shop. This type of pieces usually sell very quickly for me because they're just simple and easy, and they're just what the doctor ordered. And if you've been wanting to try one of your own pieces like this, I encourage you to give it a try. Now, our last little ball pick was left, remember, from everything else. Look how cute she is. She's so cute. Y'all, make sure you catch the finished pictures. This one we're going to take, I'm going to swirl it in the glue pot here. And we're going to take and just tuck this in on this side of the bow, into the pine. And then that'll give us a little bit of that same pick coming out of the bow. Isn't she cute? She's wild, she's wonderful, and I know you can make her. Hi there, y'all. It's Kelea with Keleas.com, and today we are going to be creating a great little swag, and I think you're going to love it. So come on in, welcome. I'm going to get my little camera out of the picture. Y'all, what we are working with today is so fun. It is actually a paint stick. So we did this cute little project. Rhonda Nickerson and I came up with the idea that we would take and use this as a base. So we just picked this particular paint stick up at Home Depot. And they have a whole different selection of different sizes, also with yardsticks. But this is actual paint stick for stirring the 5-gallon buckets of paint. And we just painted, base coated it. And you can base coat it whatever color you're going to make your swag. Now, this one's green. You could also paint it black. But we are going to be using this black garland to cover it all up. And we're going to get this sweet little witch hanging on this swag. So the only thing I've done so far, I kind of started a couple little pieces of the process here for you. So we'll go a little faster, is I have hot glued and used Gorilla Glue 2 pieces of foam on here. We're going to use those to help secure this whole piece together. This is the liquid Gorilla Glue. You can also pick that up at Home Depot. I put both of those on there, and what I'm going to do is take some of our black garland you can get at Keleas.com. And if you need the supply list for anything we're doing, just let us know on the video here, wherever you're watching this. Make sure you like, subscribe, and follow us so you can get more updates about what videos we're doing and when. So you can see this is a little bit longer than the paint stick. So I have it a little bit longer. And this was already on the garland, this loop. It's a wire loop for a hanger, so I'm going to use that up here at the top. Okay, so this is one side of the garland. Now I'm going to come and grab another piece. I've already cut these to length. And you'll notice I've kind of folded them to where they're all on one side, okay? So I've folded them where they all point each direction. Now I'm going to zigzag them together a little bit, and we're kind of creating our own little swag base, okay? And I really haven't attached this to the paint stick yet at all. All I'm doing is taking these 2 pieces and crisscrossing them so they're kind of sandwiching together, and we're getting a nice little shape here, okay? So just crisscrossing. Now I know I want this to be my hanger, so I'm going to bring my little loop to the top up here, okay? Can you see that? That's the wire loop. So take these other pieces and just put them behind. Now you're going to need a staple gun, so grab a staple gun, and you want staples that are smaller where they're not going to shoot through the back of your paint stick. Grab some of the pine. We're just going to fire some staples in there. It's pretty forgiving. And if you go through the actual little pieces of pine, it won't, it's not as hard to get over as that main lead wire. So there's our hanger. And you can also add a hanger just to the back of the stick if you want to also. So I'm going to take and just fire a couple staples in here, a few of these. Okay. So I've got those stapled, and the next way I'm going to make sure I've got this double secured is I'll grab a couple floral pins. Here's our ribbon we're going to use just a little bit. I'm going to put that over there. And I'm going to take a couple floral pins, and I'm going to make sure to pin into my floral foam that I've cut and put in here. Now the floral foam, you can just get at your local craft store. You want the kind that's not used with water. And just go around that wire base and fire a couple of pins into the foam. This is not going to hold a bunch of weight, the actual pine. It's just on here to cover and create our own little base. Okay? So got that done. That's super easy. You can do that. Now, I like to cover this with its own little section of pine also. So just cut a little smaller section and just lay it right on top. So it kind of camouflages that foam. Go ahead and shake hands. You know, in design school, I would say shake hands. So we're going to shake hands with each piece of the pine, spread them out. You're going to give this a dip in my glue pot. I've got it over here to the side. Just give it a little dip, and I'll press those down into the wire. There's one, probably 2 or 3. And this is working great because it's going to camouflage the whole base. All right? And then we're going to start to create Miss Little Witchy. We're going to create her so stinking cute. All right, the first thing we want to do is we get her legs in place. So I'm going to make a little room here, and I know I want her legs at the bottom. So we're just going to start to lay out the design. Okay, so I'm going to take these and kind of kick them over to the side with her little feet are like that. Now, I'm not really doing anything yet. I'm just setting everything in place. Okay? Next step is I want to put a little pumpkin underneath her. And I thought it was so super cute to kind of put a leg on top of the pumpkin and kick this out to the side. Okay, so my hanger, my top of my witchy's going to be up here with her hat. And this is the bottom with her leg and her pumpkin. So let's get that set in first. We don't need this little hanger on here. I'm going to cut that off. Easy peasy. Now I'm going to kick her legs out to the side. She's got big wires running through there, so you can literally do whatever you want. Now we're going to use our floral pins like normal, and I'll just be pinning right through this. This is kind of like a heavy-duty felt, and I'm going to press it through first. So it goes through the felt, and I think it goes right through her leg. I'm going to try. If that's too hard, just go through the felt. Nice. Okay, so I've got the pin through. It went through. It's not going into anything yet. Now I'm going to bring the glue to it. I just put a little on my bamboo stick, and I'm going to just tuck that right into my foam. Floral foam is your friend. It makes it go so fast and so easy. Just tuck it in. Hear that crunch? You know you're in. I like to use a couple of pieces on here just for security reasons. So I can get another piece up through the top here. I'll just push that through, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to bring the glue to it. I'll just tuck that one in. Yay! Okay, it's going to go in nice and sturdy. I love that in there. Okay, so we have 2 pins holding these legs on good. Now, I know I need to get a pumpkin down here, so I'm going to find out where the foam is. We've kind of got it camouflaged, so just feel for it. I really want this leg kind of kicking over this pumpkin. Like she's like, yeehaw. Got this cute little pumpkin to be sitting on. Kind of side saddling it over here. So I'm going to get a piece. This is actually just a floral stem. And if you use an awl, it helps poke holes really great into the foam base of pumpkins. So the pumpkins we sell are actually foam. They're not plastic. Oh, don't dip that in the glue pot. You just want to make your hole first. Make a hole. Then here, this is a wire from a floral stem. You can also use a bamboo stick, but the nice thing about having a wire is we could change the angle if we need to. All right, let me cut that down a little bit. Holy smokes, the big axe murder knife just fell down. Somehow I lost my little knife between here and Dallas at Wreath Makers Live, so I've got a big old knife now. Okay, I like to kick this leg up like she's just having a party on top of that pumpkin. Now, once you get it the way you want it, all you got to do is just take and pin it. So find the wire in here. There's a sturdy wire here. Go right around the wire with your pins. So you're not just going through the fabric. I'm grabbing the wire. We're going to use the same technique. because we're using foam, it'll just push right in and you can secure the leg where you want it to be. So I'm just going to push that in, put that right on top of the glue, and her little leg is in there. Ah, she's so cute. So her leg's in, she's kicking up, having a party. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and get her, the bow is going to go right in the center of her body, so it's going to cover up all these mechanics here. But let's get her hat in. So I'm going to get her hat right in here. And I kind of like her hat going catty corner to her body. So it's poking up really nice here at the top. But let's get some hair in, because I have these two curly picks that give her the cutest hair that matches her pants. So I call it Medusa hair, because it's just coming out like a bunch of curly snakes. So we'll just set one on each side. Let's have this one kind of come out this way. How fun is that? We can curl it, or we could keep it, you know, tighter or looser. Okay, I'm just setting it out first to get the shape, y'all. Get that shape going. Curling these in. I'm loving the curlies. Always loving the curlies. So if I put this one, I think I like them kind of coming down a little. So I'm going to trim these where they're short enough to not be too pokey, but get into my foam down there, because the foam is not all the way at the top. So I'll just give that a nice little bend, like she's got some curly locks. I'm going to go into my glue pot and just tuck this in. She's going to have the cutest hair here. I love the curly hair. Isn't that cute? All right, let's do it again on the other side now. Let me give her a twirl and a swirl in here. Put that one in. Oh, how cute. Look at that hair. Oh my gosh. How cute is that? And it's all wired, guys, so you can manipulate it however you want. All right, time for the hat. I'll just make that flat, and the hat is going to go in here. Remember, we have a bow coming in, but I love for her hat just to kind of fire out of there. Isn't that cute? Okay. She is coming along swimmingly. I love her. For the hat, we're going to need another either bamboo stick or a wired floral stem. I think I'm going with a bamboo stick here. And you just need a little section for the bow, so I'd leave a little bit open. I'm going to take this and just poke it into my hat. And I'm going to go just right here in the back. Okay, so I'm kind of at an angle, and I'm just pressing it in. Once again, all foam, really easy to attach. Just cut this long enough to where you can get it into your foam. You can dry run it however you want. Oh, it's cute, y'all. Super cute. And I just need to hide this stick into the behind the bow here. There we go. Aha! Look at her little hat. Isn't it super cute? Look at her little legs and hat. Nice. And you could make this super fluffy or do whatever you want. Now, she's going to have, her hair needs to come down just a little bit, so I'm going to bring it down. Check out her head. Isn't she cute? I love her. Bring these curls down. This is her fun, whimsical hair. So she's totally taken shape. Let's go ahead and make her bow. And we'll put her broom and her bow in last. But let's make the bow together. Grab your easy bow maker. And I'm just using two bows. Ribbons. I'm using a polka dot. Because, of course, we've got that cute polka dot on her feet. And then I'm also going to use a little orange to pop out the Halloween colors. So this is our easy bow maker. And I'm going to make the tail long enough to come out behind her legs. So I'm going to make it about 20 inches. Bring it to the center, and I'm going to twist it. There we go. Out at 6.5 will do us on this one. 6.5 and twist. 6.5 inches out here on the measurement and twist. We're going to do 2 loops of the polka dot at 6.5. And twist and just fluff these guys right out. Isn't that wonderful? Scrunch it. I love polka dot. You can never go wrong with polka dot. Okay, and there's our nice long tails. And that's going to be important to our design. We want the ribbon popping out behind our little witch. All right, now we're going to bring in the orange ribbon. And I'll cut this at the same angle to match on this side of my bow. Come to the center and twist. And let's go at 6 inches, just a ½ inch shorter. 6 inches. Oops, my ribbon is getting a little tangly on me. I'm going to twist each of those, and we're going to do 3 loops this time. Okay. So our recipe so far, if you enjoy our Bow Wednesday videos and you watch us on Wednesdays, we do bow making. Our recipe is a 2, 3, and then I think we're going to come back with a 1. 2, 3, 1. So we have a nice pop of the orange here. Let's take and cut that one. And now let's bring back in the black. Back to the front. And that will kind of tie it all together. I'll cut all the angle cuts on the same on each side of the bow. Let's do 1 here. And I'm down to 5 inches. Okay. Really cute. Just 1 at 5 inches. Scrunch it when you're done, so you don't have to do another twist if you're done with loops. There is that bow, and we're going to use cable ties to tie it nice and tight. Let me grab a couple. I like those because they just keep it tighter than you could with a wire. I'll run one of the cable ties right beside this. Gently pull it up, add some tension. Okay. And I'm going to take and rotate that to the back and just fluff this all up and spread it all out. Look how beautiful. And you're going to get the shape you want. Remember, you need that body big enough to fill in the area on the garland of where her face would be kind of under the hat. This is all the foo-foo. Okay, I'm going to flip this around, add a cable tie underneath. That's how we're going to attach it to our paint stick base and all our garland. And I'm going to pull this nice and tight. Just take and trim that off. The last step I need to do is come in and add a little bit of ribbon down the center, or I could just leave that black. You really wouldn't notice it. But I generally like to add a little detail down the middle of my bow for a touch of fun. I'm going to take and just fold those in on itself and run that right down the center. Look how cute! Just tie a little knot in the back. And this guy's going to be ready to go. Now let's add her to her swag. I just got to cut the little tails. You can't have those all crazy. So here she is. So this bow recipe is a 2, 3, 1, meaning 2 loops, 3 loops, 1 loop. And we're going to use this back on our swag. So let me bring her back over. This is really what starts to tie her all together. Look how cute she is. Isn't she precious? Her bow goes right in the middle. Oh my goodness. Let me tie her in there, and then we will get her little tails all situated. And this bow, we want it tucked in between the hat and the body. This is so cute because it's almost like her little dress that's flowing down is the bow. Okay. Take the long tails that were in the back of the bow and we run those right down the back of the swag. Look how cute it is. She's so cute. And this down the back also. Okay, so those are kind of popping out the bottom. Look at her. Isn't she precious? I'm going to move my Keleas.com over just a little bit. Ooh, that was some hot glue. All right, so the very last step is I like to pop her little broom in there as if she's kind of riding it. It has a little bow on it. So the easiest way to do that is just kind of take it, run it popping out of her legs, also right next to the pumpkin. And we're going to pin that right onto her pumpkin also. Make sure you're using glue on the pins as you pin it into the foam, and just get up here and grab the wire. There's a wire on this bow, and just press it right in. And then the bow can cover up all the mechanics, and this kind of flies out Like, this is so stinking cute, y'all. Really pretty easy, guys. You need your legs. You need a broom. Look at her little boots. Is she not so cute? She's flying high, y'all. She's flying high. I can't wait for you to make your own little witch's swag. Don't forget that you can do this right on a paint stick. Can you believe that? A simple paint stick or a yardstick cut to a smaller proportion will work. And this girl's ready to fly. Make sure you follow us here. We would love to send you text messages and let you know when we are live or we have new videos for you to watch. With all the decorating seasons coming up, I don't want you to miss out on any of the fun. So text us at textkelea.com. And I will see you next time, Blue Merinos. Make sure to have fun with flowers. Bye, guys. It's too fun to create some pink designs with the pop of black. And, y'all, we're going to pull in the drama of Harlequin to this design. It's going to be super duper cute. So let's get started. We need a primary focus for this wreath. And, you know, we'll have our whole supply list for you over at Keleas.com. You can also text us supply. It'll send you the entire list of the latest supply list we have online, and it'll give you exactly what we're using. So we're starting off with a black swag, and I've kind of made it flat to get it going. So this is designed to be solid and strong to create a swags on, and it's a one-stop rock and roll piece. So it's fluffed out and ready to go, and it'll work great with that black behind the bright pink. So we're going to put in a cute little pink plush hat, and the way I like to do that is kind of have it go a little bit catty corner so that its little body can sit out here. And what I'll do is I'll run a cable tie right through here, and we'll just attach her. So I'm going to make a couple little holes, and then we'll run it right through. Put my cable ties up because cleaning. Yeah, that was brief. So you run it through and it just goes like that, and then we're able to put it right on our base. And I wanted to do it just kind of a little sideways right here so it'll be super cute. I'm going to go a little higher than I think I need in case she sags down any. And then I'm going to just cable tie around. I want to get around that support base on there because you want it to be nice and strong and not flopping. There, that's good. And you can choose which angle you want. I'm going to hook her to the right. All right. So once she's on, I pull it really tight, and then I'm going to trim that end off. Okay, beautiful. Now I'm ready to put my picks in, and one of my main cute picks is the witch's broom. Super cute witch's broom. And I'm going to have that kind of coming off her body, I think at the same angle that she's at, this way, and just tuck it in. Now you can either take off that bow or use for something else or just leave it on. But I'm going to have these stay in the same angle because I've got a plan to use these bows on here in these areas. So once I know where I want that broom to be, I kind of grab another cable tie and we will get it ready to attach. So I'm going to bring this down a little bit, and you can use the wires that come on the base too. I just like to, if I can secure it to the main base, I'm going to do that also, especially on stuff here in the background of the design, because I don't have to worry about it popping forward for dimension yet. This is all in the background. So just make sure it's on there tight and safe, and then I'm going to cut that piece off. And I'll leave her little bow up here because you won't be able to see it really when you're rocking and rolling. Now it's pick time. And I'm going to use a couple of different picks. They're actually kind of sprays. They're large, but I want them to be large to shoot off the design. So I have got 2 of these and 3 of these curly picks. So I've got 5 total. So I'm going to start off with the curlies. And we know we're going to have a bow here. So I want my first curly to kind of come up and off to the right, right up the middle. And I can manipulate these. That's something I'm always teaching in design school, is we're going to manipulate the pieces we're putting in to work for us. So trim this down to about a 6 or 8 inch stem. You still want a little length on it because I want to be able to come off the design pretty high. Oh, sorry guys. Let me put you guys up a little bit wider on the camera so you can see up at the top. So I'm going to put a little glue on my stem. I've gone into my electric skillet with hot glue. And then I want this one to kind of shoot right up the middle. So I'm going to go down right behind the hat. And what you want to do now is grab some of the pine around too. So we have glue and we twist it in. So we got double protection, double the fun. And then I'll twist a couple of these in too. So that's something I'm always showing my design school students, how to make things very strong and stable. And you can see it's going up a little bit out of the camera. Let me see if I can move you out just a little. It's tricky because I don't want you to miss the bottom. So the first piece is in and we can bring it down a little too. Oh, perfect. Super cute. So we're going to work off that to place our other pieces. So our next one is going to go over here to the right, off to this side right here, okay? And that'll be a great piece to kind of have under the hat. So I'm swirling that in the glue. And this one's going to go right here, kind of where we have the witch's broom. Matter of fact, I think I'll go under that witch's broom and kind of let this work out here. And then I'm making sure the pine's holding it for safety, and I'm using that glue to hold in there too. Isn't that cute? So cute so far. Easy, easy peasy. Use these curls, they are too fun. And then our third curl, I'm going to use it coming below down here, kind of coming out right on top of where we have the broom down here, okay? So let me trim that one too, stem down. And we've got this cute little stem rocking and rolling. So these swags are meant to be easy, and the bow is really the focal points when we get ready to put the bows in. Now I did the bows on other videos for you to catch here, and they'll all be linked in the supply list, so you won't have to worry about missing a thing. But our curls are in, so I've got 1, 2, 3 curls in. Now let's put the bows in. So the bows, we did a couple of different ones. I did a funky bow, so that's one that doesn't have long tails. The tails go up and down. And I know I want her way up here, kind of tucked off to the side. So we're going to put her in on some of those pine pieces up here and just secure it right in. She's going to look super cute up here. And I kind of like her sideways. And let me make sure she's not going to slide off. And trim that stem of the cable tie. And I'm going to fluff these up. Now I like for the bow to break the plane of the hat and kind of come over and kind of be over the top of the hat too. I always think that looks cute and fun. So you're going to see me do that a lot when I put bows or pieces in. Okay? Oh my gosh, how cute is that? Now our second bow is going to work opposite. Remember we put this way, so these things can work the opposite way. So this one's going to come in right here. It's going to go between these two curls right here. And it's going to be at the bottom. And that will look super cute because the broom is right next to it and the other curly pick. All right, so we've got our basic bows in. They're not basic, but they're pretty good. Well, we can't call them basic bows. They're higher level bows. But you could do them. You could do them, guys. Just follow the bow video. You can learn how to make that bow and put it in there too. Now, let's let these come down. Now, you can see the lines. Like we have the broom going this way with the body of the hat. And then we have our super cute bow tucked in here with our curls. But we're not done yet. We're going to take some of these pieces right here that are our curly picks, and we're going to add these in along with a little bit of black pine over here to kind of fill her in a little more dimension. Let me show you, let me show you, let me show you. So this is our pine garland that we use, that the base was made out of. We're going to take and add a little bit of picks in here to fill it out, and then add the curly picks. So what I want you to do with this is we're not going to use the whole garland, we're just going to use a few pieces, and I want you to take and make some cute little picks to kind of beef up your base a little. So you can take a garland, and if you use this trick at Christmas, you can do the same thing. You can beef it up with little sections right here. And then that adds just this cute little touch in there. So I'm going to take and put in one of these right where this curly pick is, right behind it. Oh my gosh, see how cute that is now? And I can kind of add some body to that area. Okay, I love it. And you can definitely let your curls curl all around it. Now let's grab one more piece. And I like to keep these on hand for every season, different colors to fill in. Just because you can add so much body without adding a lot of price. Because these are less than $20 and you can get a lot of cuts out of them. All right, so just make sure you stay with the proper direction. I'm going to take a couple and have them come from under the bow. So that means I need this one to kind of come down just a little. as she's flowing out of the bow for a second, just to kind of fill in. There we go, a little more body. Let's put another piece up there with that top curly pick. I want her to be popping, y'all. And she is already popping. Can you imagine her on a white front door? She's going to pop. I'm going to make this one a little longer so we can go up there with that curly pick at the top. Okay? And you can add as much or as little as you want. I just like filling in a little bit with these. So use the same technique. We got some glue going in, and then we're taking and weaving it around. And we're adding some great body to the whole piece so that those curls have a little more pizzazz. Yes, I like that too. All right, let's take a look at it. I think maybe a little bit under this one too, on this side. I put a little bit under there and I think we got it. So we didn't even use half the garland, just about a third of it, I would say. Let me do my last piece. Now, if you want more coming out the bottom, you could do that too, but we kind of want the tapered look. So just keep that in mind. All right, let's put this one under here. So I'm just gonna give it a swirl in the glue pot. And then you're gonna not only glue it in, but you're gonna come back and you're gonna make sure it is secured with the pieces of pine from the base too. Make sure it's on there nice and tight. There we go. And then pull your curls to the front. We don't want to hide them. Pop that bow back over. Get our hat looking super cute. She's so cute. She's got her hat, she's got her broom. Yeah, that pine adds a great bit of pop, of dimension. Now can you see how cute? Oh my gosh, super cute. All right, now it's time for our curls. And these curls come in threes, so we're gonna break them up so we can get a couple of different pieces out of them and use them all around. So just take and cut everybody. You do want a little bit of a longer stem as you can get on here, so we can get this into 6 pieces. Because I want to use this all around my whole swag, okay? So cut this one a little bit longer. We're gonna do that with both stems. Really the middle one's gonna have a shorter stem than everybody. So, but let's start at the top with our longer stems and really kind of complement what else we've got going around. So I'm gonna start with having a couple come out from underneath my bow up here. So I can let those rock and roll out of here. And we already put a little extra pine there, so that works great. I can use that to hold on. Just go around and then let that curl come out. There's number 1 curl, super cute right there. Let's put number 2. I'd like for it to kind of come over, break the plane of the hat. I'm a big fan of that, like I told you. We want our other elements to overlap slightly. Give it that little mixed in look. Instead of it just like set in there, it's mixed in. Oh my God, cute. So we've got 2 curls there. Now let's come pop a couple. We've got this fun one here. Let's put one like coming out of the middle of the bow down here, kind of coming up. I love this polka dot in there too. So I'm gonna get a good amount of glue on it. Yes. Glue, glue, glue it up. Keep that glue merino spirit up. Okay, right out the center. Perfect. Fluff your bow. I like her coming out of there. That looks cute. Now, let's come work down here. We still have 3 pieces left. I really want to use some coming out of here. Let me move the camera a little bit so you guys can see that a little bit better. Are you going to see it? Let me zoom in. Right down there to the bottom. Right in here. I'm going to take my first piece and let it be nice and long. And kind of come out of my curlies. Come on out. Yeah, coming out. I love how this matches perfectly because it just doesn't, it just coordinates so good. I can see a little of my glue, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure the pine covers it right now. You take care of that when you see it because you will forget about it and you don't want it to get shipped to somebody if you're selling them and you missed covering up some mechanics. We're going to try to be super professional in our designs and finish them out nicely so we can charge, you know, premium prices and provide premium quality work. Oh my gosh, those look so cute in there. I love that, I love that. Now I'm going to take and trim down this tail just at the top just a little bit. It's a little bit longer than I want it, but I like it overlapping just a little. Perfect. So you can go right there. All right. Now this last piece, I think we'll put it on the very, very top. So let me bring her down a little and I'll show you what we're gonna do. We're gonna bring her out at the top. I'm caught on the nail. She's got a hanger here at the top. That's the nice thing about these swags. They come with a hanger built in. Y'all, I love that we beefed it up with just a little bit of garland because really that gave us an inexpensive pick to put in there to make it a little thicker and fuller. And y'all, we did it! Oh my gosh, it's so cute! Look at her! Oh my goodness, she's the cutest swag. If you love making projects like this, you've got to come join us in design school. Head over to wreathteacher.com. I'd love to have you on our class. It's keleasdesignschool.com or wreathteacher.com. You can come join us. And every week I'm teaching designs like this, even higher level. But I teach you step by step, so it takes you through the process easy. And any level you're at, you can take away something from our class, whether it's construction, business tips, or maybe you're just beginning and you need to know the basics. We've got it all for you. In the meantime, have fun with flowers, and I can't wait to see your pink for Halloween. Bye, Blue Merinos.